Alright, you guys can feel free to carry the discussion maybe for a little bit while I tweet and do all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, social medias. That's why you're a social media manager for.
I hate playing the game, dude.
Thankfully, I don't have to. I get to just watch League of Legends. This is why I'm happy to just that you stream this and watch this instead.
And hopefully, here, I'll send a message in my own channel. Let me know how RMC and Super Bren's audio is. Heart emoji. There we go.
I got super tuckered out. Like, I didn't even watch League yesterday. I was like, I gotta do something that isn't League of Legends. I had a 6-game day on Sunday.
Damn.
And I had been there for all 10 games of CBLOL, so all 5 Saturday, all 5 Sunday, into a 6-game day of casting, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna not think about League of Legends for one day.
Oh, that's fair. I wanted to get into League of Legends yesterday, but I don't know work, and 4x4's stream wasn't uploaded, so I'll have to catch up on that at a later time. I'm glad he got it fixed though, so it should be up for anybody who wants to go watch it on his channel. We're looking into putting on the CBLOL on this channel as well. So
yeah, we're working on that. This is a bit of a slapdash operation for now, but
yeah. The drops are interesting actually. So I like Red's. Like I think Red is a stronger team so far this split. They've really been starting to pop off towards the end there. But the drops right now, like the Smolder, the Hui against the Aphelios and Orianna, like that's gonna outscale. Though it is Aphelios Smolder me is an interesting matchup. I think it's very trigger dependent. Like they both have super high damage and decently short ranges, because I'm thinking like red white Aphelios, not Infernum Gravitum Aphelios, which does outrange. But yeah, late game's gonna be really spicy. I just think the Kennen makes it a bit easier for Tropa, and is a winning matchup against Renekton as well.
Yeah, I think the Ivern was a really interesting wrinkle, because that, like, obviously Orianna's not a support, but that's a little bit extra shielding. Now Ivern is going to be building full enchanter, like that's a lot of extra shielding, so even if they have those like matching ranges, Aphelios might be able to stay alive that little bit longer, and that could make a difference.
Yeah, it's pretty evenly matched. I don't think like one team's like insanely hard winning. The Ivern's gonna be interesting as well for me, in a way to try and figure out. Like, how do I put this? I think Tropa, they've got better team fighting if they get to late. I think Xin Zhao is more effective in the team fight, but I think Ivern throws a wrench into the plans a little bit. The shielding, as you mentioned, is gonna be good. Along with the Orianna, and I just think Daisy can really mess up like both Kennen and Xin Zhao wanting to go in. Even Smolder can have problems sometimes against Daisy.
Yeah, like you said, I like both drafts. I don't think either draft is like had a massive oof. That's not what that's not ideal moment. They're both pretty good.
Yeah. Damn, I just realized I need to rework my spreadsheet now because my format. Okay, wait. These are best of threes, right?
You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. Yeah, it's best of three, because this is the GSL stage.
Alright, GSL. Yeah. Yeah, all of them are. Yeah, GSL is all best of three. Wait, no. Elimination is best of 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Pode ver uma invasão pouco mais tardia para colocar aquela sentinela avançadinha, tentar uma informação.
Drop for red. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5. Like I like it. I just yeah, no, I think it's cohesive. I'll give it a 4. I actually quite like the draft.
Ok, Pistones está de lente detector, então pelo visto já vai sair daqui essa visão.
How were yesterday's games? Were there any upsets?
No, INTZ Academy did their best and then died a lot. Sta had a decent game. Lilith, I was okay with him, right? He's solid enough. Namiru had they ran like the double marksman Tristana, Tristana and something else. I think it's Tristana Zeri with Ivern, right? So in theory, banger draft. But the teamfight execution was tragic, mainly by Namiru. Slash, like, they were behind, so they were getting fought into a lot. And so, like, all of the mobility had to be used, like, backwards, and then there was a fight around, like, the south quadrant, around, like, the blue side top lane tier 2, right? Or not, west quadrant, excuse me. Top side, yeah, blue, top side tier 2. And Namiru was sitting under his own tower, and then he decided to flash kind of over the wall, like to the right? Or jump over the wall. And then Hugato was on Wukong, immediately just flash ulted him and just destroyed him. And it was like there was just no, like, I get why you needed to, like, kind of make big plays, you're down, whatever, but, like, that just, like, once he did that, 3 people just collapsed on him. It was like, oh my goodness.
What the hell?
Okay.
That's the Orianna, man.
Dude, I feel so bad for Avenger, man. He's just... I want to see that trade again, because I don't know why you're opting into that. Like, that low.
Yeah. I mean, they usually replay first, but there's no other action happening. Or not? Okay, this is where I get trolled sometimes.
One of the, like, most heads-up plays I ever saw was Orianna shield herself to bring ball back, and then flash R in and use herself as the engage tool just because of, like, the way the team fight was positioned. And, like, I don't have the brains to do that. Like, I'm not going in as a mage. It's not happening. That's why there's a lot of people that are better than me.
Oh, damn it. My Discord just crashed. Hold on. My video site just crashed. Give me a second.
Oh, no. Jeez. Yikes. They just had no idea that Doom was there. They go for this dive.
Really good route. They're going for it.
Gorgeous stones. That was actually beautiful. I think he loves this, yeah. Nice. Wow.
I don't think he plays that any better in any universe. That's like the perfect dive.
Yeah, I definitely know what just happened there.
RMC, it's getting ugly, brother.
That's what I said. I think Grid's a really good team, and they're popping off at the right moment. I'm glad Cirillo and Stones to me has been the most quiet lane in the evening phase, so yeah, glad to see that they're getting their moment to shine as well right now.
Sorry, RMC, catch you up. They did not know. Oh, they're giving us a replay. Perfect.
They didn't replay the first blood, but they'll give us this. That's fine. I'll take it. Wow. That CC chain is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, actually.
I stand by the fact that Gravitum is the most busted gun in laning phase, or in lane for videos.
Having point and click CC. It's not really point and click CC, but you know what I'm saying. Like, having CC on an 80 carry on
point and
top
click,
of
you just
all...
have to point and click twice.
Yeah. There was also yesterday, I wanted to, hold on, there was another match I wanted to catch you up on, RMC. Yeah, and then in game 2, INTZ tried the Orianna Nocturne, and they pulled off, like, just one good combo with it, and then the coordination just wasn't there from kind of there on out.
That's rough. Yeah, one thing I do like about playoffs, of course, is that you get more games, and I like to see adaptation.
Yeah.
Oh, Pekko is dead here, no? Oh, that is disgusting, man. Flippin' Ivern is so annoying.
Okay, I don't know if you had to ult there, but...
Established dominance.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, I don't know how it is. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say that I also think it's just to lower Widow's health, so that the void grubs get a lot dicier. And also to dissuade a potential dive from coming through. They're still pinging it. Are they still going to force this? Oh, good word from Pekko.
Actually, banger word from Pekko.
You said about like you like playoffs because there's more games. That's why I don't know how it is on like the caster side. It's probably fairly rough, but I really love the LPL. Like it's just best of threes every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's insanely like hard work, but yeah, I do enjoy, because the problem for me with best of ones is there's too much variability, and we're seeing it we see it in the regular season all the time. Like even this freaking last weekend from CBLOL was just insane. Like you give me a best of 3, I think our predictions would be much more accurate. Just because I think teams will adapt and better teams will show up in longer series. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just realized Benchy is getting slammed right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of getting waxed. Yeah, but in the Liberty Fluxu game, in game 2, Juliera played Trist, and he started off 5-0.
Okay.
And put the enemy Smolder, Leandrin, right, into a absolute hole. It was so ugly. Like he was 0-6, maybe 0-7, and it still came down to a team fight around the 4th dragon.
Yeah, man.
Because Smolder is ridiculous. Literally, Forlin won it with a Gwen flank. Because they tried to fight just front to back, and Smolder just did Smolder things. And, like, they were on... Like, Liberty was on the enemy inhibitor at 19 minutes, and Inhib was down. They just... No, RMC, they throttled them. It wasn't even close. And then there was one good team fight, and then another good team fight, and then a third one, and then you're like, oh my god, they're going to smolder this. They're going to do this. And then Forlin was on Gwen, and he just got in the back line around Elder. Opa, Oro boy. Oh, why ult there? You're dead anyway, brother.
You're not using it anytime. Like, there's nothing to fight over, I guess. Might as well just burn it. You've got no TP, you can't get back to lane. Void Grub should be gone by the time you come back. Unless Doom doesn't want it? Does nobody want Void Grubs this game? Oh, they have the Void Grub indicators.
They do.
They heard our cries, our pleas, and Academy finally has it. Yeah, the teams actually don't want the Void Grubs. That's interesting.
I guess, like, I don't really know though. I guess tempo is just like the ultimate logic behind it. Like, they don't think it's worth losing the tempo to take grubs. They could be going.
Maybe they're worried about these camps, but did they even have vision of the enemy in their camps?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Unless Stones saw it. I wasn't paying attention.
That's odd. It did feel like Void Grubs are pretty free there. I don't know why you don't take them.
Like Aaron Ivern too. You don't really care that much about like, farming speed.
No, and you have a Renekton. Like he's strong, does damage, does AOE.
Yeah, most of the gold right now is still sat on the spot lane for Cirillo. So despite a 4-kill lead, Red are actually not that far ahead in the early game right now. A lot of it's still coming down to can they rotate here.
Oh, Avenger! Big guy, Avenger guy.
That's a certified Quay moment.
Yeah.
But good for Avenger though, like, even though he's down that kill, like, on item power... Opa, hold on a sec. Whoa, nice. No, but on item power, like even like before he had that lost chapter, he's just as strong as Pekko. Because Pekko didn't have the lost chapter. He was on CDR boots, a tier, and a Doran's ring. The Doran's ring was the only damage item he had, and he had Sork shoes plus the Doran's ring. Like he was stronger than him.
Yeah.
So opt into that trade for sure.
And that's my concern. Like a lot of times when I see the Hui match up into Orianna, it's like you have a very limited window to try and bully out. You've got the early laning phase, and then you've got that sort of first item power spike.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Dude, Stones has no chill. That's twice now. He's just flash autoed to get the root down.
Hell yeah, dude. He knows
flash auto root, then out comes the depth charge for the Naga. That was really
depth
clean.
charge into hook. Like you could just like, it's so goofy, dude. What you can do on this champ. That RMC, you cannot execute quite as easily as Leona. Like, well, you can execute, but yeah, you don't have quite as many buttons to push. Let it be said.
Damn it, 4-4 knows me too well.
I'm a Leona enjoyer through and through, man. But let's give my former jungle brother his due.
Nautilus, the champ designed for top lane that became a jungler and ultimately was bullied out of there, so now he's support, and he's just was decided, nah, I'm gonna be like the best support in the game for like 2 straight years at least.
Was he ever actually a jungler?
Way in season 3, I played him as a jungler.
Yeah, like in ye olden days of League, he was jungler.
I think you played him. Did you build Roa on him, or am I making that up? Am I thinking of doing B? I don't know if you actually built Roa on him.
He used to run Roa mid. I don't know about jungle.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember the.
This dive might be tricky to pull off. Oh my goodness!
Oh, Zinz is
no shot. He can fight
Oh
too.
my goodness! Swirling
I
Dark.
don't know if gets
Spiraling Darkness is too much. Dude, that was really close.
Damn, dude.
Is that worth it?
For who? Red or Tropa?
Well, I mean, I think it's always worth it for Zinz because like he can't not get dived there, so he got the kill.
No.
I don't know if that's worth
Boy
it
is
for
gonna get
Tropa.
a plate or two.
No. He TP'd.
Oh, never mind.
Counter this
He's
dive
keeping,
bomb. He doesn't have seismic motion, so. Yeah, this is.
Ooh.
I think this is very much not worth it for Tropa. Like, I don't even think you needed to TP Oroboy down there. You were gonna lose Vabel, but then Benji's the one you care about having living.
E teremos fogo no parquinho, minha querida Legolas. Teremos então as pequeniníssimas chaminhas.
Yeah, if anything, Red actually come up pretty hugely ahead, because now it's Zinz who actually gets the topside pressure, plus he answers the 1-for-1. Yeah.
RMC, I don't know if you saw the clip I tweeted out of SKB's Renekton yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. It was so disrespectful. But it was refreshing to see a Renekton actually abuse his advantage and just run himself all over the map and say, no, actually, you guys get in line behind me now. Watch this. And just rip through people.
SKB might be the biggest carry top laner in Academy, but he also has his off days. So, like, I'm glad he had an on day on that game. That was insane. That is like the SKB that I could see in CBLOL.
Yeah. I will be interested to see how a lot of these top laners that we're praising a lot right now, like your Makes, your Super Clevers, even guys like SKB, how they adapt when inevitably, I don't know when, but like when we do go back to a tank meta. Because right now there are no tanks in the top lane aside from Cassante.
I mean, we have seen SKB on tanks before, and he's decent at them. Like, he's still okay. He feels the same way even on tanks. Where hold up, Avenger. Oh, wow, Pico is just going balls deep on these trades. He won with an item disadvantage. Did Avenger just whiff his first couple of spells that we didn't see?
Maybe.
Unsure.
Did he have that Ludens?
I think he did.
Tentar alguma coisa para torre tier 2, mas não tem onda de minions, vão resetar e o Arauto continua lá.
I don't know, by the time I looked at it, but maybe he just bought it.
Não faz missão de executá-lo.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, with SKB, the funny thing is we have seen him in tanks before, and he still feels the same way, where he can have very high impact in the game with some incredible initiates. He can also just sometimes int with his engages. Yeah. So he's got a very high skill ceiling, very low skill floor. He could be anyway on whichever day.
Hell yeah, he'll fit right in.
I don't know, like, I feel like most of the CBLOL top laners are really consistent. Like,
No, you're right. Yeah.
The biggest variance one to me right now is probably actually Wiser after this last weekend.
Which is isn't that crazy to say.
I don't know what Wiser and Karaoke are doing, man. But
Yeah, it was an ugly weekend for the Pain fans. I didn't see
the Pain Zet does not having a good weekend.
No, I didn't watch the Fluxu game, but I can imagine that was ugly.
It was just like this death by 1,000 cuts of like, no guys, you can't, no. And Fluxu like just punished him for it. Eventually the mistakes caught up to him.
The whole team's rotating up. Oh, that reminds me actually, speaking of the CBLOL. However, tomorrow you've got the Gringos and the Brados recording, no?
I do. Ooh. I didn't think about that.
Man, it's gonna be on me with my 10 megabit per second upload speed to carry the academy torch.
Damn.
Yeah, that's actually when I have to. Yeah, I have a cast in like an hour after that, so I can't
E o time da Red fazendo muito bem.
Okay, I gotta think about that
a
one.
torre tier 2, abre uma vantagem maior de ouro e no meio estavam os Zinks pressionando. Então eles
Maybe I'll just stream and then hop off and then restart the stream.
O BBNG tava pedindo auxílio do seu time para evitar perder aquela torre. Conseguiu defender, né? Os Ints não teve como ir pra cima, mas o time da Red acelera.
Or we should just do a Gringos Dorados live stream while Costream.
Unironically, not a terrible idea. I'm not like
on this week's
explicitly
episode
opposed
of Gringos Liberados, the Gringos react to Academy.
Yeah, the Gringos watch Academy.
Oh, by the way, yeah, you're asking about Yuzin. Yuzin does play Pike. That ban was not a Zai holdover. That's actually at Yuzin. He's a hook champion player.
Okay.
So Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Pike.
Nice.
E como eu falei, o time da Red sabe jogar muito bem esse early game. Eles estão preparando.
I think that's like I have the Nautilus in the skill set, but I think if you're not someone that's like playing Nautilus, but you play other tanks in the bot lane, you're okay leaving Nautilus up. Because like if you're Leona, like please hook me Nautilus, go for it. I'd love you to, honestly.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Damage finally played Braum. Somebody finally played Braum. Like,
Yeah.
Braum just.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I feel like we haven't been seeing as much Rakan as I like. Is he not as good as I think he is?
Okay, but Zinz is here. Just walk the red past Braum.
There's kind of people everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Cyril's free, but
I say I think Red's fine because they haven't been able to get onto their. Oh, never mind. They got onto Cirillo.
They were fine until Orboy showed up. Orboy very patient on that. That's kind of huge. They can continue to dive here. Since doesn't have Dominus, but with Eclipse and they're very special. For a second, I got like the redemption animation made me think that Tekko used the shockwave, and I was like, oh.
that's a shame. Orboy didn't get there quick enough. I feel like if he was there a little earlier, he could have gone in with Bobble. Right? Bobble created so much space for Zero. It felt like.
Yeah. I mean, good patience in the hole though. Like the way he waited to actually catch out. Cirillo there.
Yeah, if he doesn't catch out Cirillo, it's far worse for him because Cirillo was just mowing through them.
Acabou ficando vulnerável e exposto. O time da Tropa 15 garante o abate e a neutralização. E, cara, o Cirilo foi pra coletora de segundo item. Então, é uma Fênix que tá muito
in Interaction, I've wondered, it doesn't matter because they're on the same team right now. But when when Smolder is in his E, does displacement instantly end? Ooh.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Cirillo. Does displacement instantly end the effect that keeps him above terrain, or could you drag him through terrain with displacement because he's floating above it? I've never seen it happen, but I think it'd be really funny to like have like a Hui E drag
If it's
a
like
Smolder
cage,
through a wall.
it forces you out. If it's like cage.
Gotcha.
Só no soco, bate-bate, enquanto Pepe ainda não gastou seu ultimate, podem ter re-engage pra cima desse Tinzal. Que isso? Ancorada milionária. Soeto queima o seu flash lá embaixo. O Jacaré faz a festa.
Os Ints levam essa torre
Blew the Zinja flash.
Devolve
Big.
pouco aí de vantagem pro time da Red. Na verdade,
A lot harder to start fights the next 5 minutes.
It feels like they're going right for him. Doesn't get out.
Oh
he
my
gets
God,
out.
Stones is.
Oh! Get out! They got vision.
Attaboy Doom. That was kind of based. Like Nautilus, okay, I'm gonna hook one part of the brush. Doom, you cue the other part of the brush.
Yeah, when the hook misses, like, aw, and then
I was like, oh man, he's gonna be right there, so close, he's not gonna know, and then
Doom's like, the peculiarness of mushrooms never ceases to amaze me, and then he just.
Chegada do Soweto, chegada do Bibenge, Barão com menos na metade da vida. E o Oroboy também tá presente. Agora a tropa pode sim tentar brigar.
Os Ints já ultou, tá fazendo aquela parede.
Pop the dominance.
They have no flashes
Tá tentando fazer valer,
to
mas
start
já tá
anything,
tarde,
but they will not need it.
Zinz is just...
He's too big, dude. Like, you can't fight a Renekton right now. He's just too strong.
I
Good
really didn't think the
lord.
buffs or Renekton were gonna make him this strong. Like, maybe he was just low-key strong and everybody forgot.
I kind of think that was it, honestly.
I think he's just been fairly good, and
Like, top lane bruiser items just got so much better this season, and then, like, people needed just kind of a little placebo buff to Renekton. Not that it was a placebo, like, it did make him stronger, but, like, I think this is just kind of Renekton as advertised, but nobody really played him in Season 14, but, like, the bruiser items were so goddamn strong. Like, SKB played him straight lethality, like, he went... I think he rushed, he rushed Profane Hydra, like you see like the Aatrox builds. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What patch are, what patch is Academy on?
14.5.
14.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I think straight lethality actually makes more sense. Renekton's easier to pilot than the Aatrox. He'll do less than Aatrox hitting sweet spots, but if there's no tank on the enemy team...
Yeah, which often there isn't, right?
Yeah. Xin Zhao gets tanky, but he's not like a true tank.
No, he's a bruiser.
I love our third straight patch with Maokai nerfs, and the guy's still S+ Giga broken.
O Soweto agora com a guarda crescente tentando trazer essa possibilidade de combate, mas meus amigos, a tropa é botada pra
Dude, that
dentro da própria base.
was that just an Ivern shield or was that the Seraphs as well? Or no, that was Cirillo. I'm an idiot. No, it was not Seraphs.
He might have, I mean, maybe he got Ball, but it looked like Ball was on Zinz. I don't know the E cooldown at this point.
Isso aí, o famoso dragão delivery, né? Você tá passando por aqui, tem um dragãozinho, opa,
this is actually one of the, I think, better early games I've seen from in Academy so far. Like Rid are constantly moving and have been constantly snowballing this game. Like, we're at 23 minutes and we've already taken down Baron and an inhibitor. Like, that's pretty
and they're getting Soul.
Yeah, like they've been on point for all the objectives, which is really, really good.
Yeah, Tropa's comp scales really nicely and they're just not allowed to get back into it.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. I think far too often we see teams like get a good early lead and then just take the foot off the gas and then lose one late team fight because they were playing like too safe in the mid game and then lose the game because the other team scaled.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
get
with
that
like
lead, just you know, go for the throat, man.
Yeah, the problem, of course, the other side of it is that that's usually when teams which are less experienced tend to throw, is when they're trying to overpush. But I'm glad that I'd rather see that than see teams just kind of play it too slow and bleed out. And especially in the meta where Smolder is such a high priority pick as well. Like, Red literally can't do that. We've seen games where Smolder, like you said, like yesterday, they're down like 6 CS and back anyways.
No, it was demonic. It was not right, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, I hate metas when that's the case. I prefer early game metas, like when Kalista Lucian and all that was in the game, or meta in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it because it's like, it's still an option, right? It's not like it is the weaker way to play. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness.
It's already over before our boy even gets there.
Oh! Oh! Hey, hold on a second here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. It's not enough.
It just doesn't matter, man.
Oh,
it was a
man.
crazy good ult, but Zinz is so massive right now.
Oh, the stun got off. Get sneezed on? Oh.
O dragãozinho já tem os seus stacks máximos, então já chega em 256, já
He's
consegue
he's 250.
execução. O Peco e os
Yeah,
Zeds
he's starting to
se
hurt.
mantêm por aqui
Well,
pra
okay,
tomar
you
esse
delayed the
lead.
inevitable.
E a tropa 15 até responde.
Okay, Oroboy with a crazy ult. How did that ward get
Yeah.
down there?
Mas, Anya, não sei se vai ter tempo suficiente.
I think they dropped it earlier when the push was already coming in.
Que
Yeah,
bela
so
jogada.
heads up
Check
play.
left in
Aí
the ward,
entrou muito bem com o
Yeah, you can see it's pretty fresh. So I think they just dropped it, looking for this play. That's where he hits up. I like it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Man, what a crazy slicing maelstrom.
Red's been doing a pretty good job not clumping Peko and Cirillo too. Even in that fight, Peko was still away from the slicing maelstrom damage.
Ele precisava ser essa frontline e ele não conseguiu fazer isso de forma suficiente porque o dano que entrou do time da Red foi muito grande. Então, quando o Oroboy chega, ele já tem um a menos. O Soweto já estava praticamente morto também. Então,
the problem is how many more times can Oroboy actually do that?
Yeah, exactly. You're down flash, you're down TP, now you gotta win this the hard way.
26 minutos, quase 27, menos de 1 minuto pra renascer o Barão Nashor.
Nah, man. Avengers gonna TP flank this time.
Temos duas lanes completamente em aberto e a tropa agora tenta defender a
sua. No one expects the flanking play.
Daisy.
Oh, Zinz is already there.
Hang on a second, dude. Dude.
Mas a equipe da Red vai fundo demais e acaba perdendo duas peças importantes.
Anhazita, o tempo
both teams, like, they just traded supports and junglers. And
mesmo com a alma infernal tá difícil pro time
I think
da Red
that's fine for Tropa.
Eu falei, o relógio
Yeah,
vai
Tropa's happy with that.
passando,
They're getting the
Bye
kills
time.
onto Benji as well, so
Yeah, no,
they're super
100%.
happy
bem,
with this.
314 stacks agora pro Smolder. O Avenger já tá indo
Yeah,
pro
but
seu
this is the
terceiro
problem, right?
item
Like,
também. O
Red
Smolder
is
já
doing
tem
the right
3
thing
itens.
conceptually,
Foram 4
but
eliminações
it's
em
hard
sequência
to-
pro AD Carry do time da Tropa
I mean,
15,
they're academy
e
for a
a
reason, right? Like, you're
defesa
not
agora
quite at the
tá
top yet, right?
começando
You're
a ser
practicing this, I
pouco
appreciate
mais
it.
efetiva.
But
O
then
time da
every
Red
time you
foi de
fail,
qualquer
there is a
jeito
cost.
e não
And then Tropa
eliminaram
is
o
slowly
Smolder logo no
reaping the rewards
começo.
of those
Vai ficar
attempts.
difícil pra
Just by
ganhar as
sitting
próximas
back and
lutas.
picking
Com
up the CS and
certeza. E
everything.
tá ainda mais preocupante pra Red, porque não é só o Smolder que é uma grande ameaça. A gente tem o Oroboy com o seu queridíssimo Super Choque, fazendo ali um choque no sistema. Gosto muito de como tá sendo
Is Red just
executada
running out of
as
steam?
iniciativas de
Because
parte da tropa,
that's
mas
what
é
happens.
como
You
você
get
falou,
up
os
there, you
caprichos
keep
são
climbing,
muito
you keep
importantes,
pushing, and then you
olha,
plateau.
é o segundo
And then,
barão.
O time da Red vai forçar esse barão com todo mundo vivo. Ou
as roller coasters are bound to do, it's gonna start to come back down. And every match in CBLOL is a roller coaster.
Menos da metade da vida do barão ainda presente.
Alright, let's see how they do this.
Esperando o espaço de entrada. Pode ser um passinho falso.
Oroboy's got ult again.
Abraço agora pra cima do Pavel, mamãe passou. O Stones absorvendo onda de
Oh,
choque.
okay, didn't get anyone with that shockwave.
Man, shockwave missed.
O Oroboy pode ser focado, não é, Bibenji.
Okay, so two through the front line. Cirillo wants to cycle guns now.
Mas de todo jeito, sem o Pavel, a equipe da tropa perde.
Or Tropa just gonna give this? Okay.
Foram muitos cooldowns gastos. O time da Red não tem mais nenhuma ultimate. O Oroboy ainda tem o dele, mas não vai ser o suficiente pra parar a Red,
Okay.
que garante seu segundo barão do jogo. E os Super Minions já estão em
Normally, I hate teams just like kind of sitting back and letting the game happen to them. Like, just go for it because it's not gonna get better. But for Tropa, it actually might. So I respect that they don't want to throw this here. They're still gonna try and hold under turrets instead and
Fight under more favorable conditions.
They actually have like one of the few team comps where like,
Well, I mean, but you're gonna give away Herald here, so or Elder. So I mean,
yeah.
if Doom can set up, if they can set up Vision, if Doom can set up his brushes, it is similar. I think that was part of it. Was like the BJ just couldn't find a way into the fight.
Yeah.
Right, like he didn't have Vision on anybody. He threw out the ultimate and was like, all right, who did that hit? Cool. That is so much shielding.
Novel's getting cooked just like
teleport. Here comes Oroboy.
Boy, got nobody with that. That was good on. Zinz was on him like white on rice. He didn't let him do anything.
Yeah.
Flap, flap, flap.
Really won these fights though.
E o time da Red vai conseguir a vitória nesse primeiro jogo da nossa série MD3.
Yeah, I think Red comprehensively as a team did really well.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah.
It reminds me of a Kate Stars game, like from Red. Very clean start to finish game plan. Some fumbles and execution, but that's okay. Like nothing critical, nothing major.
Um jogo muito bem controlado pela Matilha.
Okay, so if we have to give MVPs to these teams.
Oh no, the hard part. I'm not sure if it's actually that hard this game.
It's easy for me for Tropa. It's hard for Red. For me, I'm curious.
Yeah, no, it is tough.
In your mind, so.
I guess like everyone played their part. It just felt like, in terms of not seeing numbers, just what my gut and eyes tell me, that Renekton just bought so much space and was like unkillable in every single fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind the Zin's pick. I think that's probably where I'm leaning as well.
Okay.
But Sirio did look, he did Aphelios things.
True, yeah.
But I don't know. That's like that's what you're supposed to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like he was under no threat that entire game. Like not really. There was one slicing maelstrom that got off, but he was not under any real threat. Doom, I thought Platter had a really good game. His shields were fantastic.
Man, I just hate Ivern. Like, how do you give Ivern MVP ever? Because he's just a support. He's just a support, right? Like he just.
Yeah. Hey. Don't sleep on the tree, man. Don't sleep on the tree.
No. Like I know he's a good pick. I just can't ever give him MVP because, like, I'm just trying to think under what circumstances would we give an Ivern an MVP. Like he'd have to like clutch out every single engage, shield like, and save the critical targets, like at least 3 times in a game. It feels.
Yes, maybe not MVP. He had a good game, though. He had a good game.
Yeah. And not to take away from it, I'm just saying like it's a champion, not the players. I just struggle like all hell to try and figure out when to add ever MVP an Ivern. Okay.
It's like only a few steps up from like the Yumi or the Lulu MVP. It's like
Lulu can get MVP quite easily, I think.
I guess because of the really high impact ult, but like Daisy is a high impact ult.
Or no, like so that's the thing, right? Like I've said before, and I stand by this. Daisy's a champion. Ivern's just something I haven't forget. Like,
yeah, can we give
Daisy is more highlight real
Daisy
moments.
MVP?
Like I legitimately would can think of more situations where I'd give it to Daisy than Ivern. Okay. Yeah, I think Tropa, their team fighting was fine. Their issue for me was their laning phase. They got run over early.
Yeah, they got slammed.
Like their map movements weren't terrible either, but yeah. Like their map movements were right. They just got put really far behind, and then they have a skill in composition. If Xinjiao goes down early, it's so hard for them to do anything until like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and like a lot of their laners got well, mid lane got solo killed twice. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, I was gonna like say something about like I guess their vision wasn't great, but yeah, like mid lane just dying solo to the Ori twice, that's rough, man.
Yeah, props to Pekka, he's really been scaling up through the season.
Had like a way to get onto Avenger there. Oh my goodness. He still played that dive really well.
Yeah, no, that's right. I think Zen says deserves MVP. Yeah. Looking back at these highlight reel moments, he was doing a lot.
Like he was just able to like single-handedly walk forward, and half of Tropa has to just back off because he will slice and dice, and they will be no more.
And they'll blow your house down.
I think a large part of it's the composition as well from Tropa, because their consistent damage is coming from Smolder, right? Everybody else is burst damage, and you didn't want to have to burn it on Zins, or you have nothing for the actual fight. But then if you don't burn it on Zins...
Yeah, but you kind of had to, exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
this was hot, though. This was hot. Oh, yeah.
Like, this is a loss, but that slicing Maelstrom, the flank TP, that needs to be studied. Like, teams across the globe need to be like, this is how you play Kennen.
You may not like
right
it,
there,
but this is what peak performance looks like.
You may not like it.
I want to see this last fight here, yeah.
Yeah, see, they had to go back on zips, right? And that meant Session Nostrum didn't hit any of the squishies.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Zinz MVP, honestly.
Yeah. I want to highlight Benji, though. I think Benji's positioning that game was actually low-key.
Yeah, see our numbers.
Renekton did most damage in the game besides the Smolder. Renekton did more damage than the Aphelios. That's wild.
Okay, yeah, he deserves MVP then, 100%.
That is crazy.
It was close, though.
No, it was, but still.
Yeah. I honestly thought Kennen was a winning matchup into Renekton. I don't know.
I mean, it might be.
You got one guy? It should be, no? Like, you run Duran's Blade and then you just outrange, but one gang
the stats
Doom is enough.
Renekton top side. What are his counters? What's bad Renekton matchups?
Especially since Prowler's Blade isn't an item anymore, so you can't just gap close onto people who have range on you.
Yeah.
Like, Slice and Dice can be dodged or run away from.
Controlado, 30 minutos e meio pro time da Red abrir esse placar.
É isso, agora então,
Tranquilo mesmo.
Na sua opinião, quem foi o lobinho que uivou mais alto lá?
Isso daqui foi um pouco difícil, viu? Porque o Doom tava muito bem no começo do jogo, distribuindo
Yeah, so Kennen has the 4th best win rate at Emerald Plus against Renekton on 14-5 with a 55.78% win rate. The only champs that are doing better against Renekton are Quinn, Alawi, and Karma.
Right, they gave Pekko the...
That's fair, that's fine. Yeah. Like, I'd have given to any of the carries on the side of Red.
Again, you have 2 solo kills on the Orianna, set yourself up really well. I don't know if this is more of an Avenger thing or a, like, Pekko just put him in the dirt thing. But I have never seen a Hui look more useless.
I always feel so bad for... I want Avenger to succeed. I want him to do well.
That's my boy.
Avenger wants Avenger to succeed.
I'm sure Avenger does.
My guy played at Worlds.
He won at Worlds.
True. He beat Peace at Worlds.
That was one of the only wins, right? Because Grev lost all his matches.
I did not.
No, I think Grev got 1 because that series won 5 games.
Okay.
I didn't know Hui had that moving texture on that Winter Blood skin. That's actually kind of cool.
I was casting the other night. What was this? I can't remember what I was casting. And we were talking about like maybe just streaming the game off of Discord versus like using Parsec. I was like, yeah, I'm a color caster. I don't need to see like the details of the. I can cast off 720p. It's like,
and if the play-by-play is doing his job, it'll make it infinitely easier for me.
Yep. Yeah, I just realized I need nameplates most of the time. I don't even look at like the super micro details. Like, I just need to know where you are, who you are.
Yeah. How you got there, should you have been there in the first place.
Exactly.
I've passed a few games through Discord. Doesn't feel that bad. Depending.
As a color or
again, also not a play-by-play. So like again with like being color, it's like yeah, that guy was out of position. He shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, I had to cast off a 720p. I wanted to jump out my window. It was so bad. I got so like frustrated and tilted. I'm like, dude, but because I couldn't really tell him. I'm like, I got frustrated because I was like, should I be better than this? Like, is this a valid excuse? I don't know if valid excuse, because I do think I was off my game in other senses, but it threw me, dude. It threw me. Like, I have a ton of sympathy for like how like last week or 2 weeks ago, like Rafa was getting like lit up for fucking 0 by idiot bitch cringers on Reddit for like not being good at play-by-play, and like when he was like, yeah, I got thrown off by like the tech pauses and stuff, dude. I have infinite sympathy for you, brother.
Wait, what? When did that happen?
I think it was, I don't know if it was this past weekend or 2 weekends ago.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was 2 weekends ago. People on Reddit did not like Rafa's cast. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know how bad or good it was, but like, I'm always loath to judge another play-by-play, especially when that play-by-play is literally Rafa.
Yeah. The most successful caster.
I think.
Yeah.
Since, like in our generation.
Especially when someone's been doing like something and they're like that well known for what they do, and they say like, hey, like they're honest about it. They say like, hey, this happened. It threw me off. I had a bad day. Like, yeah, shit happens. No, I'll take that at face value. Like,
yeah. To be fair though, did they flame it before or after he posted
that? Before.
It's Reddit, so probably both.
Before? Okay.
Before.
Well, if it's before, then I think it's valid if you don't like something. Like, I don't personally, for myself, like, if I appreciate all feedback, right? But I think if you do it after Rafa posts that, that's just BM. Like,
yeah,
Rafa knows, and he's already like explained what happened, and he's already said, like,
yeah, because I think it was like Dom tweeted something, and he was like, oh wow, I'm seeing like Rafa get like lit up on Reddit for his performance with like no further kind of opinion. He didn't like agree or disagree. It was just like Rafa's getting eaten alive in the QRTs on Reddit, like, and Rafa like retweeted, and he was like, damn, he was like, I didn't think it was that bad, but like, you know, I did have some tech issues, so that kind of threw me. I'll come back and do better the next game.
Yeah, I think that's the appropriate response.
No, it is for sure. Like that is exactly what you're supposed to tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but never in my goddamn life will I take feedback from Reddit. That is fucking crazy. That is insane.
Reddit, if any of you are watching, I will.
No RMC.
I was like, in the internal Discord, I was like, yeah, you know, I'll post something on Reddit. I'm doing like match threads, and everyone was like, whoa, you're making Reddit posts? Like, that's scary. I don't go to Reddit. And I'm like, guys, it's not that bad.
Reddit is like on list of worst places in the world. It's number 3, Satan's literal prostate. Number 2, Columbus, Ohio. Number 3, r/League of Legends. In that order.
Oh man,
what did Ohio do to you?
Awful.
That's not only where I live, it's also where so for those who don't know,
the Ohio State University is.
4x4 went to that team up north's funny little university, and
I didn't. I've been a lifelong fan. I didn't actually go there though.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I went to Northwestern, the only goddamn Ivy school in the Big Ten.
True, dude. Northwestern, respect for Northwestern. If you're, regardless of who you are, if you're talking smack on Northwestern, I know both. 1, you don't know ball, and 2, you don't know college academics, because that school is awesome. I've yet to meet someone from that like attended Northwestern or works at Northwestern that I don't like.
You'll run into them. But
eventually, I'll have to. It's a big enough school, right?
Yeah.
I only know CBLOL. And Northwestern ain't there.
Yeah, no, Northwest, dude. I covered our League of Legends team just for like effectively like it was for our sports publication, but we didn't have anything on esports, and I was like, oh, we technically have a League of Legends team. So I like interviewed like them, and it was like, I didn't know anything about CBLOL at that point. This was 2017, 18. I didn't know anything. I was still in college, like, but it was effectively like a human interest story almost. And yeah, it was interesting. Like, even like when the Big Ten did their thing for like a hot sec, like right before the pandemic, we were doo-doo ass. We were so bad.
The Big Ten's doing their thing again, and they didn't include League in it. Like, at least I'm pretty
maybe
sure.
because CBLOL has like such a big like hold on it.
That would be my guess, because the Big Ten, like, I think it was like the BEC, Big Esports Conference.
Yeah.
And it was like Smash, Ultimate, CS2, Overwatch 2,
Rocket League,
and Valorant.
I'm sorry,
No
we
League of Legends.
CS2 and Valorant over League of Legends. We'd rather
that was my exact thing I said, was those two games are the same genre. And I'm sorry Counter-Strike guys. I respect what Counter-Strike has done for esports. Like Counter-Strike and Smash walk so everything else could run. But
we've got an Orianna ban against Pico after last game.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Lucian ban.
Please don't make me play that again.
How do you feel about the Lucian ban, RMC?
I'm okay with it. I think Cyril can run with it, but I do feel like if you're gonna ban the Lucian, and Ashes off the table, there is still the Kalista angle for Red if they want to run that early game strength.
Like
So I'm not
early in the season, was Cirilla like smashing with Lucian or no?
Honestly,
Was it like a 2022 Natuno type deal?
Early season, Cirillo actually earned like myth votes from me because he was just not popping off. He's probably the last guy to start popping off in this team. Like Zin started well, then Doom and Pico scaled up quite well to the mid-season, and then Cirillo was only like maybe the last 2 games or so.
You got hot at the right time.
Yeah, clutching up the right time. Like Red and Loud are probably the 2 most improved rosters for me throughout this one. Red looking slightly better right now, but these 2 teams scaled. Oh, they went for the Zeri option instead. Nice. I kind of like that. I think Zeri pretty strong right now, actually. Especially once Vi's off the table.
Yeah, who are we pairing her with this game, Red?
Anything.
I say you have so many options. They can only ban 2 enchanters.
Bust out the Lulu, you coward.
You don't even need enchanters, is the thing with the Zeri, right? Like you can still run Leona, Braum, or Alistar, or Rakan if you want. Oh, you were asking earlier, Brent, about Rakan. No, I think Rakan's still strong.
Okay, I feel like I haven't seen him as much this season, and like
I just think that, and I thought this even back when we were seeing the sort of Rakan Rel handshake, that Nautilus counters Rakan a lot.
Yeah.
Because he dashes in and you taunt the Nautilus and he just stuns you, then
You just auto him. Yeah.
Hey, you auto him one time, even if he tries to dash away, you got a point click. You tell him no, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that like might literally be the only reason we don't see Rakan as much, is because Nautilus is in every single game.
Yeah.
You do see Zaya a lot
though. Was Rakan support at the, Rel support at the time. So it was handshaking Rakan and Rel a lot. But yeah, the Zaya too, I think, plays a role. If Zaya is popular, Rakan automatically becomes more popular.
Eles já retiram aí 2 suportes que eles podem, né, enxergaram como
we're banning Braum. I love it.
They banned out Braum and Alistar, so they really do not want you to pick a big tanky guy that counters their big tanky guy in the bot lane.
I appreciate that, because I do think that those are both, or the Braum is more effective.
No, you had it. No, wait. Yeah, no, that's correct. Stones is. Yes. Do it!
I really like this from Red if they lock this in. Like, Heimer would actually be good too as a counter, but I think Leona fits his composition better. Like, Tropa has squishies they want to protect, and Red have ways to get past.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, I'm a big Leona enjoyer. Get in there, beat him up, Stoneses.
Running Jax into Renekton? Okay.
Uma outra opção de engage também, né? Quem sabe. Mas vamos lá, a gente tá vendo aqui as últimas seleções.
Do you not like it because like, because my kind of vision of maybe like why the Jax isn't quite as an effective counter as like Renekton has a lot more kind of upfront burst, so it's like things like the counter strike aren't as effective.
Yeah,
does that make any sense?
Yeah, because Renekton is basically like 3/4 an AD spellcaster more than.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he doesn't just repeatedly auto you to death.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the Kindred. I really like the Kindred. I think that went a long way towards salvaging this Tropa draft.
So, from what I'm seeing, the Jax into Renekton matchup gets more Jax-sided the higher elo you go.
That makes sense.
Is that the laning or just total game?
That's just win rate. I can't. I guess I can look at gold difference in lane.
Because I suspect that's like Jax will outscale Renekton.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Definitely have more
Renekton will generally just kind of fall.
Yeah. So and to be fair to Jax, I don't think the lane is terrible into Renekton by any means. I just don't think it's like a counter matchup. It's more of a handshake and skill matchup for the Jax, and then for Renekton blood pressure early. So that's why I was just kind of curious if they picked the Jax. I still think Red's drop for me is a 4.5. Like, I would have given them a 5 if they had something that smashed top lane. But even without that, they are still going to skill up and become an absolute monster. Tropa's drop to me is only a 3. Their first couple of picks were very badly, or they were answered very heavily by Red's draft. So
why do you like the Kindred? Now you've got like triple AD damage source, and I mean you do have 2 1.5 winning lanes.
e empurrar essa série para terceiro
Like,
jogo.
I don't dislike the Kindred. I want to hear your thought process as to why you do like the Kindred.
Queridos colegas.
So I'm trying to think right now what the 1.5 winning lanes for.
I think the bottom lane is a winning lane, and then Renekton is like kind of a winning lane. Like you said, it's a bit of a handshake. Like I'm not expecting Renekton to just like dumpster the Jax.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw bot lane as a small winning lane, and then I saw top side as more of a handshake. But the reason why I like the Kindred is I was just thinking, what jungler do you pick there to salvage your composition? Like you have a Varus and Ahri who are both kind of squishy, and who will struggle to go into the red composition. And they're your carries, they're your damage threats. So I feel like you need a damage threat that, on one hand, you need another damage threat that can actually save the damage. On the other hand, you needed something that would survive the engage of Sejuani and Leona, plus the Jax diving. And I was trying to think, like, what do you even pick here? Like, I was thinking maybe Gragas for, like, disengage and reset, and then you can still build a decent amount of AP. And then they slammed Kindred, and I was like, okay. That's really good, because Nam's Rested buys you the time you need to damage. They have one displacement tool in the Seismic Shock of Tilia, and that's it. Well, technically, Weaver's Wall can displace, but realistically, not going to happen in the middle of the fight. And you get that consistent damage source. Kindred as well can be surprisingly aggressive in the early game, and can kite around Sejuani. So if you didn't have that Kindred, I'm looking at it going like, this draft is incredibly hard for Tropa to play out.
Como é que eles vão trabalhar o controle das moitas, né, das bushes logo no comecinho da rota, se vai ter invade ou não, né, se vão aproveitar para fazer essa invasão
the
logo no
worked
começo do
earth is,
jogo.
or
E tá aí, a gente tá vendo como é que
what's the
vem essas
minefield from
duas
Tilia called? I
pontuações
keep
pro nosso
forgetting the name.
segundo
Dude,
jogo.
same. The E. I never remember the pebble guy.
Yeah, I always call this the minefield.
Is it Unraveled Earth?
I think it is Unraveled Earth.
And then the Q is worked earth, right? Like
Q is
so the Q is threaded volley. It creates worked ground.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is like a passive terrain effect.
Yes.
And so if she casts threaded volley on worked ground, she consumes the ground to throw a stronger boulder.
Yeah, okay. So I always get the worked ground and unraveled earth switched up in my head. So I'm always really scared that I just not minefield. Yeah, no, but unraveled earth is going to do a lot of work in this Tropa composition. Like, literally the only one who's not going to get screwed by it is Improve, and Improve has other issues right now. Oh, they're running Hail of Blades, Varus.
Hell yeah. Gotta smash the lane, come on.
Okay, I don't hate it. Go with lethality here, and then Kindred to sustain damage. Varus is your
like upfront version.
No, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I mean, that is a lot on the Kindred though. Like I don't know. Do you feel like there's kind of a bit of a too many mouths to feed syndrome here? Like, because in theory, I see the game plan. It's like your outside lanes get you through the early game, right, and kind of facilitate Soweto, get him his marks, get him assists, right, and then in the late game, like you said, that's your kind of sustained damage. But is it going to be enough? Like, will Soweto be strong enough without the early kills to contribute? Or do you think the kills not matter?
My thought process is rather than too many mouths to feed, I think Tropa needs more mouths to get food. Because I worried that they won't be able to contest for objectives. Or early on, that they might start to kind of fall behind. So the more carries you have, who can potentially pick up gold, I think better it is for Tropa. Considering how the drop ended up going. That's not like a general, like, it's not like, oh,
right.
in general needs more carries or anything. It's just, with the way it ended up panning out, I am not sold by this Ahri. Like, I don't think of Ahri as a carry champion. So.
Yeah.
Ganhe logo, né? Consiga logo esse nível 2. Então,
what the stones to start? I'm actually curious. I hate seeing Leona start Xenoblade in lanes with an Nautilus or like Rakan or whatever. Like, they won't engage into you. Relax.
Yeah, exactly. I like the auto reset as well to just like farm easier. Oy.
Yeah. Okay. So they started with the Shield of Daybreak. Yeah, they're just playing scared because Varus Hill Blades early just outraces Zeri.
Yeah.
But once they hit level 2, if you go Eclipse instead of Xenoblade, I think you can actually start standing and fighting with Laval.
RMC pop quiz. What is Sejuani's Q called?
Oh wait, I know this. It is It's not a like it's not a oh my goodness, it's not like a it's not like a rush or charge thing. It's it's alliteration. Arctic Assault.
It is alliteration.
Arctic Assault.
Nice,
Yes.
that a boy.
I literally just talked about this. Was it last week? Or...
Dude,
And I
I
just
had a.
remembered it was like alliteration.
It's funny. I had a when I was casting for I did some junior college CBLOL, and my co-caster, hi Nitera, if you see this, yeah, he was a great guy and I loved him. He really wanted a Galio, and I'm like, dude, there's no way we're getting a Galio, man. That's not happening. And then in one of the games I cast Sunday, we got a Galio, and I was like, I don't know any of this guy's abilities. I was like, I know his passive is like Colossal Smash, and that's just because that's funny.
Justice Punch.
Yeah,
Justice Punch,
Punch,
Shield
like,
of Durand, Winds of War.
Wings of War.
Man, I miss Idol of Durand.
The what?
Idol of Durand? That was his ult last time, right? Before they became Heroes Entrance.
Ooh, I think, yeah, and then it's Heroes Entrance, that's what it is. Yeah, the only reason I know those is because Galio was such a big part of the meta, like, what, 2 and change years ago?
Yeah.
So I just casted so many goddamn Galio games, man.
I was like, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what this guy
Burning
does.
in my head.
There was that Proving Grounds tournament too, where I was working a lot with Supernova, and at the time Ariandel was their mid laner, so like almost every other game would have a Galio. I would stop that. Good flash from Avenger.
A Avenger tá em choque, porque flechou imediatamente.
Tinha endereço certo esse atordoamento aí, esse knock-up, na verdade, por parte do Peco.
Okay, so bot lane's even, top lane's pretty even once Zinz catches this wave. Pecco's doing well. Yeah, I am worried for Tropa.
Yep.
Nascimento aí dos primeiros objetivos do jogo, mas como eu disse, nível 6 já vai ter uma mobilidade um pouco maior, então não vai ser problema tão grande assim. E ó,
oh, Zinz is trying to freeze
uma das
lanes.
larvas
No, it
e
won't
já vai
freeze.
aparecer pro jogo para contestar o dragão.
Teremos primeiro dragão então
Slow
da
stack.
montanha.
Call for Oro Boy. That is not what I want to see on my Renekton.
Vamos ver se vai realmente ter o espaço para tentar
Yeah.
conquistá-lo, porque ainda não voltou para jogo.
Especially when you haven't racked up a couple kills. If you have a couple kills and you have like the extra gold, okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's not bad for Oro Boy to buy that item right now, but it does kind of mean that Oro Boy is not looking for kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Wow. That boy Pecco.
There was a Soweto there. It wasn't for very long.
They were lacking critical information.
Well, this is part of what I love with the Leona, the Leona Sejuani combo, because the Sejuani starts that passive and Leona auto Q auto, like it procs so fast. They're stunned, then you just stun them again immediately after that stun ends, and it's really, really annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
What a
Pecco.
We are fueling ourselves right now.
Yeah, I don't know why Pecco stuck around for that.
I don't think Pecco knew Avenger came back around the wall above him.
Well, you knew Avenger was behind you.
Yeah, you know he's around there, right? And if it's one thing if Cirillo came up, but like I guess he was coming down to catch the wave.
Yeah.
But Cirillo, like, if you gotta communicate, right? If Cirillo is like, no, I am not fucking moving, you leave.
Yeah. I mean, both of these teams, like, Improve actually going in really bothered me a lot. I didn't think they were going to win that no matter what.
Yeah, I guess they're just buying time for Soweto, and from that perspective, it worked out, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Stones is no!
What are you doing over there, my brother?
It's his jungle. He thought he was safe. He thought wrong. That control ward in that bush.
Yeah.
They did that last game too, didn't they? Like, they had that in there for like half the game.
Good on
I really
Soweto,
like
man. He needed to, like, as Kindred, you gotta find a way to get back in this game. You gotta find a way to be aggressive. And he pushed his he pushed an advantage there. That was good by him.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, this part, like, okay, like, Improve felt like you went so deep for this. Like, you blow cleanse and potentially flash just because you're overstepping so aggressively.
I think he just wanted the one.
Yeah. But the problem is, like, it's not worth it. If Improve dies there for getting the one, then you lose out the wave in the bot lane too. So Like, I wasn't sure why Chopa was opting to do that, and then as you point out, Pico like going for that was a little bit greedy. It was very greedy.
Então, faltou pouquinho de comunicação aí, entender em que o re-engage não era necessário naquele momento, acabam cedendo mais eliminações, e a gente tá vendo aí que...
I don't think that's good heads-up play from Avenger to see, just because, what was it? Stones was so low from Improve, like just, you know, saw like, hey, this kill's free, and then I can go back and get Pekka because he overextended, like.
And if Avenger doesn't do that, then of course, like, what Improve does at that point is inting, right? So it's a good hit-up play from Chopa to actually salvage what they did have.
Stones, he played so good last game. Don't get picked again. People, I was so happy about this Leona pick, and then if you do bad on it, people are gonna be like, that guy's an idiot. Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah, Vavel is actually up a level right now, which is why this matchup looks so much more favored for the various Nautilus. Yeah, and the fact that, of course, we mentioned the Hill Blades. You're going for that early strength, so it makes sense that Improve and Vavel are doing so well. It would be even worse if you didn't have like an actual decent matchup into the Nautilus.
Yeah, so I think Oroboy's logic behind...
He has Nautilus.
He was
I think his logic...
No, go ahead. He was trying to bait him, I guess, not popping the Dominus early, not going for that all, and he wanted to wait for everything to come back up, but I think Zin saw that too.
Yeah.
I think the logic behind the call is that, like, the gold difference in lane between Jax and Renekton usually pretty close. But obviously then Jax scales, so he wants to get extra gold like coming out of the laning phase, so that in the mid game he's much stronger before Jax actually has time to like really scale up.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like you can also just get you can also just get gold by getting kills, right? Investing in combat power.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, part of that depends on your jungler, right? And to me, that signals that Soto might have just said, like, hey, we are not playing for topside. Which, hey, I guess, right? But then, if that's the call, then I need to see Soto ganking bot side instead. Which we've seen the skirmish happen bot side.
Yeah, you saw the skirmish. I wouldn't call that a gank, but we did see action bot side.
Yeah. So I guess it's like it kind of worked, or the call was followed through on, sort of thing.
Yeah, you know, you went into...
Got 2 marks. Not all bad.
Here comes the gang.
Ay.
We're keeping down the Ahri.
They have no idea. Good flash. Oh, better arrow.
Ooh. Yeah. If Stones has got out there, it was illegal.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been so insanely cracked.
Well, that feels really bad for Avenger. Absolutely nothing on that teleport.
That's fine. I think it's fine because they're trying to get prio for Dragon more than anything else. And the moment they force the pick, they already won the Dragon. Or they should win the Dragon. I hesitate because technically Doom Pickle shouldn't be able to stop this, but...
Nah, Doom's just walking away.
Okay, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of actually really love League of Legends, because there's such a strong strategic component to it, but it all falls apart in the face of hands. So like strategically, I can tell you what's supposed to happen, and then the players are just like, nah, I'd win, and then they just win.
I think that is part of what makes it so fun is the game, like in a game like Valorant, right? Yeah, like it's like there's an exceptional amount of like tactics and understanding that goes into that game that like it is so in depth and like layered. But the game is so fast that there is a level of like I will just be better than you.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
And that happens in League, but only in like short spurts. So you get this mixture where like half the time it's chess and the other half of the time it's boxing.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Good out hands from Oroboy and good rotate from Avenger. Avenger's having a much better game on this Ahri.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needs mobility.
Maybe. Ahri is not like a...
Can they burst?
Oh, good respite.
They can technically knock out. Okay.
Doesn't matter, she gets away.
Yeah, that was it. And this is the chess part. Like the top side was outhanding, but that one Chopa was they skipped steps trying to stop that one.
Yeah.
And they got punished for it.
E são abates aí em cima do Soweto e do Oroboy, que estavam jogando bem aqui por essa parte superior do mapa.
And now I think it gets very, very tough for Oroboy to win trades with Zinz. The Triforce coming out.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, Soweto needed to wait a little bit longer. Oroboy needs to be the first one in. And Avenger didn't have any mobility spells left. He already used everything in the last fight.
Apoio dos seus aliados.
Com os Zinz na brincadeira, fica diferente pra Red. É claro que se você colocar só a Sejuani e a Thalia pra jogar um 2v2 contra ou o mid top, ou perdão, o jungle top ou o jungle mid
Like, they could have
Yeah, I think 5 Void Grabs is even better this game because Jax is a pretty good split pusher.
Yep, 100%. And Pico too will be very effective in split pushing, so it'd be nice if they get it.
Já levou a primeira torre do jogo lá na rota do topo,
Oh, it's too late now. The despawn.
Corroborando com os dados.
That was weird though, yeah. After like Zinz, Doom, and Pico won that, I thought they'd just pick up the rest of them.
Yeah, in a comp where it's like, oh, we're not really gonna be split pushing, like whatever, you can just the 3 and let them die and go get tempo elsewhere. But like, your Thalia can beat a side lane super effectively because Thalia ult, and your Jax is one of the better split pushers in the meta right now. So like, why not? It gives you more options, is all. Even if it's not your like main game plan, it gives you more options.
Conseguiram fazer mais um objetivo, aproveitam a pressão lá na parte de cima do mapa para garantir o arauto e agora.
Man, if this was like NA tier 2, I would have called for the Sejuani to actually lane top against Renekton. And then Jax at the jungle.
Vamos ver como é que eles vão fazer a utilização desse arauto.
Mas, gente, o Oroboy tomou muito dano.
Like, unironically, I think those are better matchups for Red.
Soweto já conseguem trazer essa limpeza inferior. Em resposta, a Red traz o outro lado, vai pra parte do topo. E teremos, então, driftada do Doom. Nada disso, cabeçada tranquila, mas pode vir uma segunda cabeçada na T3.
É isso aí, já vão abrindo torre tier 2, vai ter cabeçada na T3.
Here comes the large boy. He's gonna get that tower.
But they didn't like the Int-mobile,
se tivessem mais larvas, mas 3 já dá daninho legal.
Who was it that had the goofily bad play where they just took it over to Raptors? Was that Tuno last weekend?
Oh, I remember which one you're talking about. I don't remember who it was though.
It's happened
Oh
many
man,
times.
that one I was like, what am I witnessing, bro?
Honestly, I feel like by this point of the season, pros really shouldn't be screwing up the Herald.
No.
Like,
Exactly. Like, I can't even say if that was like a bug, because it felt like he just purposely turned it out and took it. Like, you could have then taken it back into lane to the side lane, but like he took it into like Raptor pit. I don't know, man.
yeah, that was unfortunate.
Por isso o time da Red já vai
Wanna-
trabalhando essa rota aqui de baixo para empurrar, só que tem
Like a Herald fails compilation with Coconut Mall over
O time da
top of
tropa
it.
15 pode chegar pelo flanco e conseguir
The
uma boa
Nintendo copyright strikes your channel because they're Nintendo.
Yeah.
Tá chegando um pouquinho atrasado agora Soweto e também Oroboy. Porém, o Oroboy tem ali.
Honestly, Chopa's playing good this game. Like, their mechanics have been on point. Their macro and rotations haven't been bad. It's just to me, it just feels like it's a draw problem this game. And I might be wrong yet, but we'll see.
Ooh, Zin's nice.
Oh, and they caught him through the glacial pool. Yeah. Like, their sustained damage is having problems actually staying in the fight and doing the sustained damage.
Acabou se atrasando pouco. A Red perde muita vida nessa jogada, mas não cede eliminações, enquanto o Euroboy sim foi
Tough, damn. It was a good engage.
vai levar essa torre
It feels like all the burst is also going out into like Stones and Doom, who like don't really care.
Yeah.
And then so then they have Soweto trying to do like all the sustained damage pretty much.
Okay, Soweto, do we do the hero play here?
Whoa.
Oh boy, really good TP flank.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got nobody with that. Aye. He's
Even
going backwards, going to Lamb's Respite. Wow, how did they survive that? Well, it doesn't matter.
There we go, there's that Kindred pick doing its work. Really good Lamb's Respite. Save them from that.
Oroboy is gonna write the doctoral thesis on
Leona things with the clips, just Leona things.
He's gonna write the doctoral thesis on TP flanks.
Yeah, this was like super clever last split. Really good sense of like TP and flanks and engages. Orboy is continuing that tradition. That said though, yeah, Chopa, they had to execute so incredibly well the fight, and they did. Doom though read the TP and blocked the flank from Orboy really incredibly well. Orboy just did a drive-through. Like, he literally just ran through the fight and was like, yeah, never mind, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Então faltou pouquinho aí de cuidado nessa tomada de decisão do time da Red. Enquanto isso, a tropa 15, que não tem nada a ver com isso, leva eliminações e o segundo dragão do jogo.
Bora que bora, 18
I think we'll just go back to split pushing again for now, though. There's a TP advantage for Zinz, and Chopa will struggle to answer him.
Tá tudo igual nesse momento, Anya. Então, ouro global igual para as duas equipes. A tropa 15 tem um dragão a mais, isso pode favorecê-los em uma luta mais tarde. Só que quando a gente olha para a questão da visão, daqui a pouco a gente tem o barão surgindo, né? Menos de praticamente 1 minuto aí pro próximo dragão. E agora a gente vai acompanhar a luta, né? A sequência da luta. Todo mundo aí com
Here comes Orboy.
o controle de visão.
And there goes Orboy.
Yeah.
Red got a little bit baited trying to play into the Lancer split there. I appreciate that though, and you know, if he had managed to reach it, Zinz would have looked amazing, but he died just outside and it dropped like right before he got there.
Essas recompensas em cima dos seus adversários, a tropa agora leva sua segunda torre lá pelo topo, enquanto aqui embaixo, Zinz, Cirilo, Stones focando com a chegada do Oroboy, já era, virou bolso, jacaré. Não tinha como eles sobreviver depois disso aqui, né? Eram 4 campeões aqui nessa parte de baixo do mapa, com muito controle de dano.
Okay, I guess the Jax pick is fine. I mean, if they were able to survive that well early on, and Oroboy ended up coming expected to scope into a call.
Não conseguiu sair a tempo e vão aos pouquinhos o time da Red.
Well, it will definitely have a lot more impact later on. We're seeing Oroboy just struggling now. This is, it's feeling like an unplayable game for this Renekton.
Yeah.
There's just so many things to stop him from like effectively going in.
Yeah.
Like, if Pekko at all knows where he is, just drops. You just drop on Unraveled Earth and stand on the other side of it. Renekton never gets to you. And then just very, very easy and reliable CC from Doom and Stones. And then Cirillo is like the most mobile ADC in the game. Not named Callista.
Well, even then, I'd argue Zeri is like more mobile because you get movement speed with your ult, and then you still get to hop like over big walls that Callista can't handle.
Yeah, so it's very like I don't know what Oroboy could really, unless he gets like a good TP fight. And even then, if they read it at all, like last time, he just kind of has to say hello, stun his one person, and get out.
Yeah. I think right now my MVP for Chopa is Avenger, but I think for them to win, it'll have to be Solero. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and Zinz is the flank. Oh, really good flash on Improve. He held that so long. Oof. Not even a chance to them, so
nice Unraveled Earth. I don't know if he, to be fair, I don't know if that went down after he dashed, but... Damn.
Yeah.
Looking like a 2-0.
A little bit.
I think they've got the momentum here.
Man, I feel for Chopa, because I do think they cleaned up their mechanical play a lot here in Game 2.
Yeah.
And like Avenger is playing on his mind a little bit.
Yeah, it's a much closer game at minimum.
Oh,
Get in there!
Oh boy. Nope.
No.
See, like he can't do anything. It's so painful for him. Like if he was a cannon, they win that fight. Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, he had to blind, so. Oh, Avenger.
Beautiful W by Pekko.
Yeah, Avenger's exploded.
Yeah, actually, what happened to him?
I'm not sure if it was an Unraveled Earth or like a Q or something. Just nailed him in the face.
He just popped like a grape.
tá muito melhor nesse momento do jogo e eles tinham
No, so it can't have been
mais
a round
também.
over.
Observa
Yep, it was
Oh,
literally
just
just a Q.
He just gets caught by the worked ground Q and just...
Tá fazendo um papel excelente nas
No more
lutas,
Ari.
conseguindo ir justamente nos carries e impedindo com que a tropa 15 consiga lutar melhor.
Yeah, that was Avengers first death too.
De altos e baixos.
Wow.
Agora a gente tem uma dominância maior da equipe da Red, mas por mais da metade da
Yeah, like RMC said, much better game from Chopa than last game, or like this gold graph was just an exponential curve for Red.
Okay.
Okay, tell me Nautilus could do that. Still just survived an ungodly amount of time under the turret.
Thank you.
Oh, damn, okay.
Sai daí, Red Carry, vocês têm barão!
E aí perdem muitos bônus de barão. O
Oof.
Peco vai tentando cobrar mais.
No way, Peko. Oh my
The
goodness.
Peko
dude.
1v3.
Deu certo e agora faltou comunicação mais uma vez
Peco.
pra Ed. Avançaram. O Stones tomou tudo, foi eliminado muito rápido.
Peko legit
Isso
has
abriu
skilled
uma
up
janela de
so
oportunidade pra
much
tropa
this season.
15 Ir
Yep.
pra cima e tentar mais eliminações. Conseguiram, enquanto os Ints
I'm trying to remember if he's the one who. No, he's not the one who who was screwing up all the Nico ults at the beginning of the
se
season.
iam
Who was that?
lutar ou se não iam. E com isso, tem um dragão infernal prontinho pra ser executado.
Oh, that was Zoska and
e
Fuxi,
vários
never mind.
fins
Okay.
Ugh, dude, Shaska did not have a great series yesterday.
Yeah, you were so down on Juliera at the beginning of the season. I remember that one.
I mean,
The Moonlight Vigils from his affiliates that tilted you.
yeah, look, and hey, you're allowed to have a bad day at the op, but like, look, he redeemed himself. He had a really good Tristana game. He pushed advantage. He solo killed the opponent's Smolder a couple times. Like, but Shaska, Shaska did not have a good series. Okay, swiped it.
Okay. Nice, and they just clean up front to back. Because Improve does no damage in these team fights. That's the price you
Oh
pay.
hell yeah, Stoneses.
Oh. CBLOL lives. Yep, nice clean up.
GG.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my scoring for Chopa is actually pretty good. It's literally just dropped for me this game. Like,
Yeah, I understood what they were trying to do. It's just it didn't do.
yeah.
Auxiliando a levada de construções. Vai derrubando agora a primeira torre do
Alright.
Nexus. Lá atrás
Euroboy
seria
vai
toda
voltar,
a
hein?
carga de profundidade. E Euroboy tá vivaço. Pode só ceifar os adversários. Mas agora com a derrubada, o Nexus tá completamente exposto, meus amigos. É o momento. O Peco vai dando pedrada. E só
I was doing my scoring for Tropa, and they got the exact same amount of points as I gave them last game. But oh, hold up.
Que defesa!
How did they
Bro.
not finish the game?
Parte do time da Tropa 15 agora a Red tinha tudo pra finalizar a partida.
This is the comeback arc. This is the redemption. This is the Tropa redemption arc. It's happening right now.
Esse jogo agora não é brincadeira. A Red tentou o GG, eles tinham tudo pra conseguir essa vitória já
Oh,
e
man.
fechar a série em 2-0. Só que
No Ivern, no
o
redemption.
Nexus expôs
true.
a base do time da Tropa 15 em frangalhos nesse momento. Faltam mais de 4 minutos pra esse inibidor reviver. E agora vamos ver como é que eles conseguem se defender, porque tem 2 teleportes do outro lado, pode ser que o time da Red tente alguma marotagem, e em questão de objetivos, 1 minuto e 40 pro próximo Barão.
meus caros invocadores, situação de loucura aqui em Summoner's Rift. Esse barão pode ser sim o ponto de respiro para a equipe da tropa, que tá com seu Nexus completamente exposto pelo centro do mapa. Reforçar esse mid é o fator previdencial no momento, mas ainda tem ali essas possíveis recompensas de objetivo que a tropa 15 pode levar pra si, caso conquiste torre, caso conquiste esse próximo dragão.
We're literally just
breve,
delaying
caso
this game
conquiste
every 3
o
minutes
barão,
because of that.
inclusive.
Olha, a
Because we're just
diferença de
waiting for
ouro não
every
é
respawn,
uma
take burn, and
diferença
end game.
tão
Yeah, exactly.
quanto a gente viu no primeiro jogo, por exemplo.
We were
Mas
setting up
a Red
for
ainda tem essa
Elder
vantagem.
at this point in the
E claro,
last
tem a vantagem
game,
que não tem mais
which
torre
is
de Nexus.
wild.
Uma luta em que eles consigam
Yeah,
uma superioridade
Because
numérica,
Tropa
talvez até
just weren't able to match hands
jogador a
last
mais
game.
mesmo,
And
eles têm essa
Red
possibilidade
were
de
just
fechar o jogo. E a
like
Tropa
a
15
machine
precisa
That,
de um
like-
milagre pra se segurar de novo.
É uma
I guess
sequência
like
de milagres,
it's obvious,
porque
but like
os
it didn't
Zeds têm
come into
teleporte, se
context at
quiserem,
time. They
pode fazer
took
uma bagunça,
Dragon
não
Soul
tem
in
tempo, não tem,
23 minutes.
ward
That is
dentro da base,
ridiculous.
mais uma condução da wave aqui do centro pode fazer a diferença. A equipe da tropa sabe que daqui a pouco vem
Man,
esse
even this
barão,
game,
já tá
I'm just looking at the kill score. It
começando a
looks
mais
like it should be
adiante,
even on paper.
enquanto o Improve aqui focando totalmente os seus
It's a
esforços em
fairly
levar
close
o
game. I mean,
peixe que
the
está
9
dentro
towers
da sua
all.
base.
Yeah.
A tropa 15 vai
That's
tentando
literally the entire
limpar
goal
esses
lead.
caminhos, vai tentar
Because Soweto
tem que
outfarmed
ter
Doom
cuidado, hein?
so incredibly heavily.
Entrou aqui, tomou um pick-off, pode significar o fim de jogo. Então já tentou o face
Yeah,
check
oof,
com a
70
âncora, o
farmed
Babel
it.
não tinha ninguém
Yeah,
da
I mean,
Red
it's just the
por
nature of the
aqui.
champions, right? Like,
Barão
Yeah, but yeah, I say at
e
this point, you're
agora a
late
Red
game stage
pode
1, you do not
iniciar
care.
esse objetivo.
yeah.
Bora
And this is why, like,
conferir,
I
porque
for
a gente
Tropa's
tem
comp, like,
visão
I
dos dois
didn't worry that they had
lados,
too many
a tropa
carries.
sabe
Like, they're
que a
still
Red
able to pick
ainda
up
não
farm.
iniciou, mas nesse momento já
It's
faz
more like,
valer por
how
isso.
can you pick up
A
farm? So
dominação de
having
visão
more
do
people
Rio
who can do
também
it's
é da
okay
equipe
from
da
there.
Red, mas a tropa tá se movimentando em um bloquinho, tá chegando junta.
Oh, boo, I wanted him to hex flash it backwards towards Tropa.
Have you seen the clip of the singed hex flashing and the Malphite ults over the wall? Uh-oh, big team fight. It's happening now.
Bravo actually caught Pekko there. It's kind of crazy.
Good lands respite. Was it enough?
It's huge.
Soweto.
I wish
No.
it was. I wish it was.
Alright. So they play the loser of what? Fluxulos?
Não tem mais milagre que
Ah,
consiga-
good question. Let's
que
double check
consiga
that.
ajudar o time da
Tá,
tropa
tá,
15 e a Red vem pra vitória,
Correct,
vem pra
they do.
deixar
So
em
they'll
2 a
play
0 essa série e vem pra
the loser
avançar
of-
na chave
they'll play
superior
Fluxo.
aqui do CBLOL Academy.
So, yeah, Tropa play the winner of Fluxulos. Or Furiolos, excuse me.
Very low, sorry. Yeah.
And then Red play the winner of Furiolos. Tomorrow
Bem mais
is...
equilibrado dessa vez, Enyazinho,
Tomorrow is
tá?
Red Liberty,
Começou muito
or excuse
bem
me,
a
Loud
tropa
Liberty,
15.
and then Red versus the winner of
Tava
Furiolos. So
bem
we'll have...
The winner
boa,
brackets.
conseguiu
Yeah, it's the winner bracket
algumas
games, and then next
lutas,
week
tinha
are the
vários
loser bracket
pontos
games.
naquele momento. A Avenger também conseguiu pegar algumas kills em
Also,
algumas
it's
lutas
Tuesday,
logo no
Wednesday now
começo.
instead of Monday, Tuesday.
Garantiram o dragão logo cedo,
Monday,
que
Tuesday,
era algo
Wednesday, and then
que foi
Tuesday, Wednesday,
difícil
yeah.
pra eles no primeiro jogo,
Interesting,
mas
interesting, okay.
mesmo
Yeah.
assim, o time da Red esperou aumentar sua composição.
Damn,
com
'cause I
algumas
can't do
falhas
Wednesdays
ainda,
most of the time.
mas
I
no
have
momento
NECC.
das lutas mais decisivas,
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday is much better for me.
É, Lágolas, a gente confere aqui.
I guess we just migrate the CEO
Foi
channel
da
permanently
equipe
then
da
for
tropa foi muito mais, na primeira
we'll-
fase
we'll
foi
do what we
mais
gotta do.
cedo,
We'll do what we gotta do.
mudando,
Yeah,
o
yeah.
Cirilo poderia aplicar tanto com essa cena
I'll
do
always
tá
defer to your
invicta,
channel,
onde
but
você
I'm
tá
happy to
num
host if
desempenho
need
legal,
be.
mas tirou um Moriana.
Yeah.
O problema
I
é
prefer
que
consistency.
deixa
I
ela
thought I'd be able to
cair
shimmer
no
everything because I thought it's Monday,
teco.
Tuesdays,
Ele
but
jogou mais uma vez
with the Wednesday
muito com
shift,
essa
then.
campeã,
Yeah.
zoneando todo mundo, toda hora o tapetinho, se
Okay.
apresentando também com as ultimates.
Jeez,
Eles
did
vão
Dia
juntando as
already pay my
ultimates
invoice? That was so
pra
goddamn
talvez
fast.
fechar a porta ali de jogo
I
do
submitted
time,
that like
até porque
half an hour
os
before I
objetivos estavam
hopped on
sendo
here.
muito contestados. E
Nice.
mais controles de grupo, os Ws que
I told
ele
you, I'll just
conseguiu,
invoice at the
né,
end
os
of
knockouts,
the season.
foram providenciais em vários momentos da partida e ajudaram
I-
aí
I
o
like the
time
little-
da
little
Red
dopamine hit every time I
a
open the
conseguir
Chase app and the
excelentes
numbers a little
lutas e
bigger.
conseguir também essa vitória.
E por ter sido o primeiro pick,
I just don't want to keep getting hit by fees every time I do a transfer.
que eu gostei muito nas
Oh,
mãos
that's
da Ivy, foi
understandable.
ali uma área
That is
bem
understandable.
agressiva, que estava conseguindo auxiliar muito a sua equipe com os charmes no timing certo, com os charmes em campeões corretos também.
Or maybe I should just have
as
Tia
demais
take me out to a really
considerações
nice
dessa bot
dinner at the end
lane,
of the season.
muito
There you go,
dano por
exactly.
parte do Varus, mas eu senti que
You don't have to
quando
pay
era
tax on
mais
that.
importante que ele pudesse bater, ele estava sendo focado.
Yeah,
não
that
conseguia se
draft from
posicionar tão à
Tropa,
frente,
like,
porque o
I-
Nautilus estava sumindo.
the problem is
Pois
I
é,
don't
o problema
hate it in
era esse,
isolation,
se na fase
but
de rotas era justamente pra acontecer
yeah,
isso,
just
você
like
tem vários de
after you pick the
vitalidade,
Varus and you
com
saw the
a
Zeri,
vantagem de
Sejuani, I
alcance
don't
em
think Ari was the
relação
right
a
call here
Zeri,
whatsoever.
então,
You saw
assim, não
Talia,
tinha muito que a bot lane
Zeri-
nesse momento,
no,
a
wait,
bot
you
lane
didn't,
da
sorry, you
Red
picked-
pudesse fazer.
they red side, so they
Então,
picked Varus and
aproveitaram,
Ari
levaram muitas
blind.
barricadas, conseguiram
Yeah, Ari into
eliminações.
Talia just
Nesse
feels like
momento
a
dava
little
tudo
bit,
certo.
you
Só que aí,
know.
quando junta nas lutas, você tem campeões que conseguem ter acesso
Yeah.
a essa
You're
deadline.
blinding Ari for the sake of blinding Ari at
Foi
that point.
desses
Yeah.
jogadores que conseguiu chegar várias vezes, tanto no Avenger
And to be fair to
quanto
Avenger, he did
chegar
really
também
well on
no
it. It's
Improve.
just
E aí
compositionally,
dificultou
Yeah.
muito
nothing later on.
as lutas da Tropa 15.
Like,
A
there
gente
was
tá
so
vendo
much
nesse
weight
começo,
on
né? A Red
every
começou
single,
melhor, só que aí continuou
every single
lutando,
Spirit Rush.
acabou cedendo dois
Like,
abaixo,
everyone
o
felt so
Avenger
consequential.
levou essas kills aí pra casa e se fortaleceu bastante.
I think my MVPs for both
E
teams this
essa
game were
luta
the mid
aqui
laners.
foi improvável
and
do time da
Avenger.
Red vencer.
Yeah,
Eles
Pekka
conseguiram,
Pekka
mas
played
como eu
really
falei,
well.
Quando
Yeah.
as lutas
His team fights are very, very good. His seismic shoves are crazy.
era muito diferente.
It's funny because I think Pekko is probably, for me, the best player on Red Academy right now.
Dois espaços de salvaguarda, né?
But I have
Tanto a
awarded more
Thalia
MVPs to
quanto o
Sims
Jack.
personally.
Um caía, o outro se apresentava pra salvar tudo, pra realmente...
Because I think Zinz has more highlight reel
Nessa
moments.
fight aqui, a Red tinha feito um overextended, né, se estendido demais, tinha levado T1, fez metade do dragão.
Actually, I think I saw something from Vendes about how the only two AD carries who have won AD carry of the week in CBLOL right now are just Root and Titan.
Damn.
Tentando bastante, pega uma vantagem aqui, pega outra vantagem ali. Só que olha só, essas lutas aí elas ficaram muito mais complicadas pro time da Tropa 15.
Like, this was a region known for its AD carries, and now it feels like it's more about the top lane.
I think part of it's the meta. Yeah, no, exactly. It's just like this isn't quite as bot centric a meta, and yeah, you get the. I think it's only going to get more exaggerated before long with Renekton coming back as well, dude.
Então, assim, sem essa área.
Oh, okay. I know what trivia I'm going to do in a season then.
Fica muito mais fácil, então mais uma boa luta aí.
Yeah, dude.
É isso, com essa luta eles já tinham espaço pra brigar, pra finalizar a partida, né? Acabou por conta desse barão, a gente percebe, né? O Vavel acaba usando flash de uma forma que não é tão efetiva.
Because end of season's already next week. Regular season week 9, right?
Que já tava ali muito potente, conseguindo se manter quase que independente do seu suporte. Nisso, a equipe da tropa tinha perdido seus cooldowns, não tinha espaço pra estar fazendo valer, e aí foi só uma pedrada na cabeça do Avenger pra finalizar a partida e marchar.
And they start it right after, even though it's like scheduled to start at 6 my time.
Oh, yeah.
They bump it up an
Go
hour.
Rolling Stars. Love to see it.
Eram muito mais fatais, né? Então você tinha muitas possibilidades
Very balanced
de
attack.
iniciar pra cima
Everyone
do
within
adversário e aí você
3,000 damage to
reduz
each other.
essa distância. E aí,
Yeah,
você
I'm actually
tem tanto
surprised
controle de
Widow
jogo,
didn't have
controle de
more
terreno,
damage.
Yeah.
como era o caso da
Because
composição
I
da
thought
Red,
he was
eles
doing a lot of
conseguiram
auto
ter
attacks,
essas
but
vantagens
Yeah.
nas lutas.
Maybe the Lamb's
e também
Respite's skewed it in my
conseguir
head.
essa vitória. A gente tá vendo aí,
Sure.
né? Foi um jogo bem equilibrado, a Tropa 15
No,
liderou
that
boa
actually
parte
is
do
very
jogo,
surprising to me.
só que chegou em determinados momentos ali, principalmente no pós-20, em que
Yeah, the next one's a little bit rough for me. Like, I always feel really bad for academy teams that have like a lot of disruption in their roster because of CBLOL teams. Like last split it was Los Grandes who got completely shafted, and this split it's Furia.
Ai, foi difícil essa daí também, viu? Foi muito
Because
difícil.
especially this match too, they don't even use him
muito
playing for them
como
today.
é
I
que
don't
foi
think. 'Cause
o papel de cada dos jogadores
he's in play
durante
this
as
weekend, right?
lutas,
So I don't
que é
think
o que
he's
acabou
eligible
definindo
to play.
bastante desse jogo.
Or is he?
That's a good question. I don't know how that works. I guess we'll find out. That's a really good question.
As lutas com ele pro time da Red eram muito diferentes. Ele tava conseguindo esse acesso ao backline, tava conseguindo parar.
Our MVPs were flipped from the others. We gave it to since last game and picked up this game.
Eu acho que
I
hoje
did
ele
at
fez
least. Anyway.
esse a mais aí pra ganhar o MVP.
Então, parabéns, Ints ali, 50% de participação nos
alright,
abates.
I'm gonna snack. I'll
Conseguindo
back
ter
in
ali
like
uma grande
a minute.
porcentagem de dano da equipe,
Sounds
quase
good.
carregando um quarto do dano pra si. Realmente foi importante demais com essa da Red. Já tá
Funnily enough, I would have
próximo
switched
combate,
the
vai acontecer,
games
vai
in
esperar a
which
equipe
they gave
vencerem
Pekko
por
and
duas
Zinz
grandes.
MVP.
Legolas, um prazer
Yeah.
inenarrável estar ao seu lado.
That's what I was just saying too.
E vocês
Surprising
aí de
that.
casa,
Yeah.
fiquem com a gente,
Sorry,
porque
I
os
was-
meninos estão chegando para dar
I got
continuidade
like
a essa nossa grande
sucked into a rabbit hole of
Tchau, tchau.
reading something.
Até
I
amanhã.
realized I've been silent for like 10 minutes. I should
Well, you know
say something. They'll forget you're there.
That's why 404 is an image of you on the stream, so that
So
we
everyone
forget you were here.
remembers.
Who's actually in here. It's all good. That's the nice part about having, more people as well. Is if somebody needs to run off and do something, or somebody just doesn't have anything to say about a particular subject, it's all good. Oof. You really have to show that, huh?
Sabe como podemos mudar o jogo
What
que
if
a gente
Avengers do
tanto
that?
ama? Incluindo todos que também amam jogar. Fazer a diferença nesse game passa pelas nossas
Los
mãos.
Grandes. Who's on Los? Oh, the Jota MS team. I don't know why I keep forgetting who's on Los Grandes.
Riot August tweet. Briar is too strong and lower MMRs given how high her ban rate is, nerfing and throwing a bone to experienced Briar players who want to cosplay Lee Sin. Q can now jump to wards. W bite healing is nerfed 5% at max level, and R damage is nerfed by 100 at max level. That feels like a really slight nerf for getting the ability to ward hop. That's like ward hop is a big deal.
It is. I'm kind of for it though. Like I said, I want to see Brian in competitive play, but they never will because lost control is too big a deal, and she's not mobile
Huge
enough.
deal.
So now hopefully the mobility helps, and maybe we see her. I still don't think it's enough to propel her to pro play, but we'll see.
When Asol was like goofy busted, because they like hard overbuffed him to the point where they hot patched him less than a day later. Like as soon as that came out, it's like Asol's got a 58% win rate. I'm like, are we finally gonna see Asol in pro play? Like I was getting ready to ask it as like a podcast question, and then it was immediately hot patched. I'm like, never mind.
In North America, I think we would. One, because APA is there, right? And APA was the original Asol player, like way before. We've seen it in NACL quite a few times too already. I think this last weekend, especially NACL qualifiers, had a lot of Asol. But in CBLOL, I think it is possible, but the only two I see playing it would be Tinons, who has played before, and Kiddo. I think everyone else, like maybe Leleco might, but that would depend on the coaching staff and whether they feel like it's worth investing into learning how to play that champion within that time frame. Because I'm trying to think who else would play that skilling champion. Like Pilot plays skilling champions, but Asol doesn't feel like it's within his wheelhouse. Envy doesn't play that sort of champion. House doesn't. Maybe Tuts? Probably not Tuts. Okay. So these two rosters, I think Fluxu. Let's see what seeds these guys have. Fluxu has. Oh no, Fluxu. He's saying Fluxu. Furia. Furia ended 7th seed, whereas Los Grandes finished 10th seed. I actually had higher hopes for Los Grandes, but they struggled surprisingly hard. Without really finding a carry besides Shota as right now. So, yeah. Like, Randall's been fun, but they need a carry. And Randall is fun, not necessarily carry. But Furia is in pieces and shambles after all the roster changes. So I actually don't know who is the edge walking for this one. This one actually might be the closest GSL matchup, I think.
Boa tarde, V7. Não se compromete ainda. Dia. Você vai se comprometer no boa tarde, tá bom?
Não, jamais.
Vai sim. Boa tarde, pessoal. Bora para mais uma série. Hoje vamos ver aqui quem vai conseguir esse avanço no grupo B. Acabamos de ver o time da Red. Comentou ontem, né?
This one might be actually equally close.
E olha, só pra dar aquele aviso pra vocês.
Yeah, so Yusin doesn't play. It's Mano coming in. Damn. Okay.
O Vini 7, Aikawa e o Manel chegando no dia de hoje, né? Então já vai chegar assim. Toma MD3, joga.
Mano played last.
Voltou agora pra jogar esse split e começa diretamente nessa fase de grupos, esse play-in aqui do nosso Academy. E
played for that Fury Academy roster. Something for Shorty.
Okay, Furia just Furia in main and Academy, they just refuse to draft like normal people, and you know what? I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. That's funny too. I forgot that Mano plays Pike. So literally all the Furia supports play Pike. Zai plays it, Yusin plays it, Mano plays it.
There's the Furia development pipeline's a slippery slope. First you're playing Nautilus, then you're like, Thresh is a cool guy. Eventually it's pentakill for Pike.
One might even say Furia has the talent development pipeline. Hey, Sofshan. You're welcome to join us too. So if you want to, we're just chilling in the CBLOL production Discord watching this. 44 is just taking a step away for a sec, grabbing food. He'll be right back too.
Let's see. What do I like here? Poppy, Big Poppy Enjoyer. That double marksman bot lane versus the Pike could be problematic.
Yeah, I really like that they held the Pike for R3. Like, they knew what they were going to be running into, and they're like, juicy. Like, we picked the Draven to counter a Kalista, you picked double marksman, we will just kill that on repeat.
Yeah, that is going to be a fun lane for Los Grandes. That just looks like such a bad time.
Yeah. I think Poppy aside, I really like Furious draft. Like, a lot. Like, this might be...
I like it.
Am I willing to give it 5 points, though? I'm willing to give it 4.5.
Seja bem-vindo à League of Draven.
If they really game plan for it and Draven pops off, then you know retroactive 5 is it's not off the card.
Yeah, the only reason why I don't want to give a 5 is because I think the Poppy does counter a lot of what Fear brings to the table. So I think even retroactively, I probably wouldn't give it a 5, but I do really like their comp. Los, on the other hand, man, I think they
man.
Like,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing Randall has the Poppy, or else Los would be in a world of hurt.
I don't know how I feel about Randall getting the Poppy though. Randall's like super aggro, whereas I feel like you need to play defensively for it.
It depends on the Poppy. You can go like Dark Harvest, like Bomby Cinder first item. I'm gonna immediately gank and kill people.
So dead here.
Why are you? Oh, why did they take that?
Oh no! Shot empty gets out. That's crazy.
I mean, Conseki dies for it, but like,
it should have been 2 though.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's nuts.
Why did Empty and Conseki? I guess they were trying to get like the early like haha pick onto Aikawa because there's no way they were expecting that. But like, that's a really risky play into what's already a difficult lane with 2 champs that want to snowball and run over you.
Well, the problem is you can't lane standard 2v2, and it actually gets worse as they get more levels, right? Like at least at level 1, the idea is if you kick off the engagement, you can stack the Ren fast enough that hopefully you can burst down the Draven. So you're coin flipping at level 1, but it's better you coin flip when the coin is as close to even as possible. So
yeah.
I understand why they did it, but the problem is just that
I guess I don't like where they took it. Like cheesing them at level 1 makes sense. Cheesing them that far into their jungle,
yeah,
you're just asking to get collapsed on.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Randall?
Brother, no.
Randall's like, I'm level 3, I'll 2v1. That's not how it works, man.
It is if you're Randall. Crazy Randall back in the house again. See, that's why like, I enjoy watching Randall very much, because he does things like that. But at the same time, like, and I like Poppy as a champion, especially into compositions that want to run at you. But Randall and Poppy is not a combo that I think works great for those grandes a lot of times. That was my primary concern when I saw like, oh wait, it's Randall piloting this Poppy.
Kalista Pyke mesmo perdendo ainda é uma dupla muito forte para você zonear o adversário. Então eles conseguiram manter uma vantagenzinha de XP.
Okay, at least I do think it bought a bit of space, having Randall play up there. Aikawa and Mano actually got pushed back, and I think they missed about a couple of minions, maybe 2 or 3. Can't quite tell, because now the waves have merged.
They don't know that Rel's there either.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Actually, we didn't have to do them dirty like this. Like, actually, we should have saved the flash for the other engagement. Ooh, great flash from Conseki.
Flash que será cobrado, tá? Será cobrado. Manel tá jogando.
They had no way to know that they was there. Because of the control ward.
No, this ball is up there. Okay. Nice kill, let's go. Los Grandes on the board.
Importante abate para Los que não poderia só tomar. Tinha que ter algum tipo de resposta, tinha que
they just have to literally just sit at this point, like sit under your tower and wait for waves to come to you. Like that is your only option. My goodness.
And even then, it's so risky into a pike because he's just fishing the entire time too.
What an unplayable lane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Dark Knight. Already has serrated Dirk. Oh. This hurts, man.
This is so done. Yo, Dark Knight, we are actually gonna transplant the Academy co-streams over to 4x4's channel for the remainder of the playoffs, because we just found out today that Academy is gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday, and I can't stream on Wednesdays most of the time. Like I'll pop in for like a game or two, but then that's about it. So 4x4's taking over. I know. We're always gonna try and make sure I get converted.
Second, I open at my day job on Wednesdays, which is a nice 4 a.m. start for me.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, can Randall salvage this? Maybe.
Alright, we're back.
Welcome back, 4-4. Soph dropped the buy for a second. Dark Knight found the channel.
Oh, nice. Why did you think no one would be streaming today? No, I'm kidding. You have valid reasons. We don't.
Second series. The first one's already over, Dark Knight. It was fast.
Yeah, it was.
Game 1 was quite clean. Nice to watch from an analysis or a macro point of view.
Nesse caso aqui para poder forçar de vida cheia realmente não daria nada
certo. It's alright, 4x4. This game is empty and Kanseki, you're gonna have a bad time.
We'll talk about draft like after. It was a beatdown by Furia in the draft, and we were joking about Furia having the talent development pipeline because Yuzin, Mano, and Zai, all of them are pipe players.
Literally talent development pipeline.
Yep.
Dark Knight
was
yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
On the wrong hood.
Lowe's actually answered back. As to who played for
Red and Tropa. And Tropa played well like the second game, but they just Red are, excuse the pun, red hot right now.
Hell yeah.
Unstoppable.
Okay, so Los can still play through top side. Joda Mez, who's probably the best performing player for me, is still doing decently.
And Tavares 2-0, so
True.
Top side's very playable. That bottom lane is just like,
yeah,
you can't exist on the same screen as Pike Draven right now, or you're dead.
I mean, hey, props to Empty. He's still keeping up in CS despite how insanely rough that lane's gonna be. But yeah, once it hits 6, that bot lane, I'm predicting a kill within 30 seconds of hitting 6.
No.
It's been 7 minutes and crazy guy Randall hasn't died yet. He did invade though, right at the get go.
Yeah, and he also did try to 1v2 the bot lane. And the only reason he's not dead is because he was 2 levels up.
Apparently the BO5s are all going to be in person, which is cool.
Oh, nice.
Wait, they gotta train the academy players to stand up and shout mid-match, just like the, just like the main roster players.
I'm here for that, man.
Like, it's that energy is part of what makes the league so good.
100%. Like, I'm a Pain fan, but I was laughing my head off when Sting got up and started yelling at Pain. That was so good.
Yo, Vinicius, he lost blue. He didn't get blue, he just didn't want more auto.
Oh, that's not okay. As a jungler. He's intentionally saving the blue for later. They're delaying the blue take for other reasons. Definitely not because they screwed up. Thought they had
You've heard of delayed invade. Let me introduce you.
To delayed clear.
Yeah.
Delayed buffs, you know. You need it for that gank. That's how it works.
Yeah, I gotta bring over blue buff and then let him, let him aggro onto your enemies.
Saying I would say he was waiting to upgrade Smite to then share the buff, but I think he already had upgraded Smite.
True, I didn't even think about that. The fact that you can share. Do we get lethality on both these builds? I'm actually kind of curious who would win it.
Yeah, we might.
Nessa trocação, tá indo de novo o Vinicius para a parte inferior do mapa aqui na sua rotação de selva, deve vir para a parte superior. Até agora,
I think Los actually weathered the early game better than I thought they would. So, not a terrible situation for them. I still think it's going to be kind of hard to play later on in fights when Fury groups up, but at least if they survive the early game, come mid game, If they are still in the 2v2s and 1v1s, I think the top side can take advantage of that for Los Grandes.
So do we know anything about Manel?
Mano played last Mano. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he played last split for Furia.
Okay.
He split time with Shorty, and he played the split. I can't remember who was the starter actually, whether it was Shorty or Manel. But yeah, he's played before. He was okay, to my memory.
Okay.
Trying to remember what the pickaxe and the moat build into.
I just remember him playing Heimer and not liking it, but I think he played.
Ooh, good Fates call.
Oh hell yeah!
Even better Magnet Storm!
ViniSechi, you beauty!
Oh. Randall's doing the things! The poppy!
Oh.
Is it enough things though? No.
Death from below misses, but it doesn't matter.
Wait, when did Mano hit 6? Did I call it? Was it 30 seconds?
Yeah.
It was shortly before he flash hooked Kanseki.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this bot side is still gonna be a wash for Los Grandes. They just cannot play to it. They should just play the top side.
I really good on Randall for like hitting the ult and like buying the space and getting, but at that point everyone leaves, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's gotta go. Because this chase, the Magnet Storm into the Weaver's wall, like even if you get rid of the Rel, you're not winning this fight now. It's too late. Like Empty and Tavares are too low.
Oh man, that's rough for Los Grandes. They committed so much into this as well.
Because only Randall and Kanseki could go forward, and you're Poppy and support Ashe. You don't do anything.
Yeah. Tavares had to use TP to get down there, whereas Lolo just Weaver's walled, so still has a TP advantage for lane as well. That's some good eggs. Okay.
Okay, they charm the Rel.
The CC chain is good. Yeah, see, just play to the top side. Your top side's actually decently strong. Granted, Kanseki did rotate up. From
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a half bot lane there.
But most notably, Aikawa wasn't there, so... Like, just play away from the Draven Pike right now.
A parada agora para Los é que eles pegam ali 5 vastilarvas, tem o ban, não é o melhor.
Okay, checking. Shorty was the starter last split.
E aqui na parte inferior o Aikawa que ficou fazendo o stack, conseguiu colocar também
Something. But he played the split before too. Like, he's been hanging around for a while. He's pretty decent.
Para aumentar ainda mais a vantagem dele que nesse momento já é de 2.2.
And I think, yeah, like I said, I remember his Rakan and Heimer, they're like on opposite ends of the spectrum. I liked his Rakan, I did not like his Heimer. So, I guess more aggressive style. I don't remember if he played anything else. He must have.
Daí ele pegou os stacks de adoração, pegou uma bate assistência e cresce pra 2.000. Tá gigantesco no jogo. Mas, pô, o Tavares não tá tão longe assim não, tá?
Erramos.
Oh, look at that gold.
Calma, não é
2K.
Aikawa has so much.
Yeah. Just Draven things. I can't wait for us to actually see like some Dravens in CBLOL. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Can't be falling behind Academy like that.
Vai ser intensa a disputa. E no próximo dragão,
wow, very even plates. Yeah, I think that tells the story of the whole game. Like the gold difference and the plate difference. It's literally just Furia bot side, Los Grandes top side.
Yeah.
Hakari aqui vai pro Eclipse, primeiro item, JMZ direto pra Ida Profana. A gente viu o Renekton ontem, né, ficando gigantesco, indo pra Ida Profana de
This top lane is so weird. Pretty sure Hakari made some mistakes. All the Renekton so far that you've seen have dominated this lane. Yeah, I'm not surprised. And one of the things I need to remember too for Furia is that they had the roster shuffles. Like they've literally, everybody except for Aikawa is not the original starting roster for this team.
Yeah.
Like they swapped out, who was their mid laner originally? It was, Naze, who I actually thought was pretty good. And then they swapped out Naze partway through the split for reasons I do not know. And then Shino and Steiner got called up, so Hakari and ViniSechi had to step in. And then Yuzin just got called up because of the, unfortunately getting a case of dengue fever. So Manos, this is Manos' first game with the team. At least on a competitive level. Yeah, Naze. Naze was good, man. I don't know why they benched him. That's the one thing I find, or not just the only one thing, but it's one thing I find unfortunate about academies. A lot of times I can't get as much information about the players. So, yeah. That's why I always appreciate when chat y'all can tell me like whatever extra information or whatnot. It's always nice.
E aqui na rota inferior.
Manel vai tentando junto com o Lolo achar o JMZ. Tá com um pouquinho a vida, mas não é o suficiente pro Manel apertar.
Team of thumbs up from Manel as well. Okay, despite the lane assignments or the lane rotations, those Grandis are still dominating the top side. They got 5 of the Void Grubs. They got Herald. Yeah, they got almost everything on the top side.
Agora peraí, só que o Lolo tá recebendo um bocado de dano. O JMZ tenta virar pra cima dele, não consegue. Essa torre tá quase.
They don't clear the wave though, so he keeps that tower up. It's kind of big.
Vai continuar essa pressão. Lolo por enquanto que tá
saindo
ali só.
Blew the flash though.
Yeah, but he blew it preemptively to get the kill. So
yeah, but he didn't get the kill.
Sure. That's right. I guess I get more worried if it's a defensive flash that gets burnt, because then that means that you were losing in the first place and you might die. Whereas if you burn it aggressively, it's like, sure, that means you probably were winning. Probably. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dark Knight. If yeah, I know it was a while ago. Like that was what, week 2, I think. They swapped.
Aqui na parte inferior o Lolo vai tentar de novo colocar dano pra cima dessa torre.
Oh, nice.
Tem a flecha de cristal, pega pra cima dele, ele ainda vai ser puxado de volta pelo JMZ.
Yeah, there's no more Talia.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's looking at the turret! That is unfortunate for Los Grandes. At least they don't get local gold.
Randall, did you need the kill, buddy?
Yeah,
I feel like maybe you could give it to the Aatrox. Maybe.
I mean, I don't see Aatrox roaming around, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, true, you know.
No, you're right. It should be it should have gone to JMS.
Randall, your items cost, like, you are practically building support items. Like, tank items are so cheap.
Frozen Heart's cost went up.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's like the only lever they pull with that item.
Kinda. Because if you weaken the stats on it, then nobody's gonna build it.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's good, people will still buy it regardless. Oh, that's really good for him. It's a pike. Man, I feel like watching CBLOL has skewed my perception of Pike so much. I can't tell if they're good or whether it's just like CBLOL is just built different for Pikes.
Good Fate Skull.
Yeah. MT has been the superior support this game so far.
True.
Man's playing 2 different roles at the same time.
I don't know. I agree with you. I do think we just have this weird niche of really good Pike players that play for Furia.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Pike is not a bad champion, but oh.
I think it's too feaster canon for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the nature of assassins in general.
Caught was not hitting as hard as I thought he would.
I feel like we have not seen assassins like at all this season except for Nocturne.
Which even then is more like a bruiser who
just
he's
not
even
even
because of Oriana.
Yeah, he doesn't build assassins. Like the people building lethality items are bruisers.
Yeah.
And ADCs.
I'm trying to think, like, it's only Varus who builds lethality, right? Who else? Because we haven't seen Jhin too much.
Senna.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Agora tá chegando o nosso Baron na partida e tá aí. A gente vê o replay da luta.
Okay, let's see what the hell happened here. Oh, VD7 flashed over the charm.
Oh, that's sexy. I didn't notice that the first time.
Me neither.
I thought he just engaged out of nowhere, which was also sexy.
Which was so cool, yeah, exactly.
I don't know, just because Akaba is not hitting as hard as I thought he would. Yeah, he's got double lethality items, or 2.5 with Serrator. Dark Knight. So apparently they just decided to use Lolo instead of Naze. He's still at Fury as a mid laner with the contract expiring at the end of the year. Okay, so there's no news on it. Yeah, that just surprised me. Like, Lolo's not bad, don't get me wrong, by any means. It's just that Naze was... I didn't see anything that Naze did, which made me think that they bench him. And while Lolo has been pretty solid, like, so was Naze. Like, I don't think it's like a upgrade necessarily. It just felt like a side grade. So.
Could have been something they saw during scrims or whatever. There's a million things to go on internally.
Yeah.
Nice wall, low.
Oh, and they found the Kalista this time, so you can't run away. Come on, Konseki. Empty saved you so many times. Sure, you can save him once.
No. All right, Lolo. All right. Oh! Oh! I don't know why I flinched, because like even if he hit him, he had all his health.
Well, he teleports to him though.
Yeah.
If he hits him, so that allows him to like continue the engage. It's that was a really smart play.
True. No, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Oh, can they clean up? Joseph, this is your moment.
Too much.
Whoa! Can he do it? He can do it!
He can. He will. He's going to.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, an Aatrox moment.
Damn.
He didn't even press the Profane Hydra button. He still has it up.
I was wrong.
Oh man.
No, I was in the same camp as you. I'm like, nah, this guy's getting juggled. Like, look at that CC. And then just 2 people died. And I'm like, okay then.
No, he backed out to get Baron. He did the right strategic call.
No, pentakill always.
No, that's the random move. Oh wait, round 2, let's go.
Ooh, Shinseki got out of the pike ult there with a flash.
Who else can get out? No shot, Jota Miss gets out. Wait, Tavares, you don't want the smoke.
Yeah, Tavares, you do not want any of that smoke. You get the fuck out of there, buddy. Sorry. Bad words on 404's channel.
Okay. Every time I think of those grinders, I keep forgetting who's on the roster, and now I see Jota Mess. I'm like, oh right, it's Jota Mess's team. Because he does things like this, where it's just insane. Well, not this one, but the this, but also he gets out here, which is also kind of ridiculous.
Assim, acabam sendo cobrados porque daí eles que estavam com vida baixa, eles que estavam com o debuff de Barão, ficava mais difícil a luta, mas
yeah, the keeper's verdict misses rough there.
Yeah, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow didn't hit anybody either.
Besides the one in the bot lane, did Konseki land any other Crystal Arrows so far?
I know which one in the bot lane you're talking about, and I'm trying to think. None that were impactful is what I'm going to go with.
Okay, that's fair.
Não morreu. Foi quase, mas não morreu ainda. Vai fazendo bom jogo a Fúria, mas é aquela coisa, ainda pouco confuso, né? Alguns lances bagunçados no meio da coisa toda que dá uma atrasada na partida. Mas
Hubris has been completed for Aikala as well.
Oh hell
the worst part about like laning against Pyke, dude. Yeah, rest in peace any vision control you thought you had ever.
Yeah.
He's always all over the map, everywhere, and what he has 103 vision score in 24 minutes. Like, that's not bugged. Like, he actually has 100+ vision score in 20 minutes. Like,
yikes!
Keepers didn't even have a chance to go off there.
Martelou pro lado errado ainda.
E agora sem caçador, Dragão chegando, tudo pra ser a alma do time da Fúria.
What's really impressing me about Fury as well is the fact that as much as we talked up this bot lane, Lolo is actually, I think, actually been more impactful in terms of forcing plays and making picks and better macro.
Yeah, it felt like oh, Tavares took the early 2-0, he's got the item advantage, but like Lolo has used the Weaver's Wall very, very well.
And maybe because they're itemizing like armor as well, so it feels like Lolo's doing more damage. Like, I'm sure it's not the case, but it feels like it when we see the big pops.
Yeah.
médio.
Hextech
Negative play, exato. E aqui a gente tem olha, a Fúria agora tem uma vantagem boa.
He's also got
O ouro tá bem próximo
the Oblivion Orb,
e,
which
assim, falta levar torres também para essa composição, que é o mais
when Jotamez is doing the goofy things he's been doing so far this game, it's good to have.
O flash dele tá de pé, o teammate que já não deu
They just ran it to Varus and burn out.
Vai se segurando nas torres. Olha o
Oh,
aproveitamento de mapa da Luz,
okay.
pô.
Yeah, there we go. There's that matchup you're just talking about.
Looking at the bot side, there's like stuff happening in the top jungle.
Pô, assim não dá. Eu concordo. Eu não vou passar pano pra ninguém, eu concordo.
Actually, not a lot of turrets have gone down, not for the side of Furia. It feels like they're so far hit, but they're actually not in terms of gold just because of turrets.
Yeah, but they do get a full soul sweep, and that's a lot of stats that aren't on the gold value.
Especially when you can slow down the Callista as well. Ooh.
E a Luz tá, parece que
Wait,
tá
they're
segurando
leaving
tanto.
bot lane.
E a
Oh, on the
Fúria
side of
tá
Furia.
faltando tanto essa
Okay, never mind, just
iniciativa,
waiting.
essa
Or not
realmente
waiting.
capitalização de sua vantagem, que uma hora ou outra a Luz vai conseguir responder. O problema é quando eles têm que achar pick-off na Ikawa.
Rest in peace, Tavares. Finish that day is gonna be there way faster than anyone. Oh, they're not going up for him. Never mind.
The turret
work
was standing. TP behind from Jota Amez.
Randall! Oh my goodness.
Here's the guy, Randall does it again.
Yeah, just honestly,
Not too far though?
if there's any lesson to take from this, stop charging your keeper's verdict, guys. Just tap, get the free knockout.
Okay, Lolo! Oh, shoot the flash.
Oh, but Hakari got empty. It doesn't look like it's gonna matter, but
No, they should be able to.
no, it's mattering. Everyone's so low. They're gonna have to
got
back
away!
out.
No! What?
And Hakari burns to death. Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
He did a really good job of like splitting through that backline and getting onto empty. There was just they weren't able to chase down. They had so many low targets to go after, and they got none of them.
I can't believe Los just did that. That's insane. Los just handshaked Furia and crushed them.
Yeah.
Robbery.
Before he had Hextech soul and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Now, even now, it still feels kind of it, even with Tavares being 6-1 and 3.
Oh, good flash from Mano.
Tomar cuidado, o Randall tentando fazer esse follow-up, ele saiu por muito pouco, isso não pode acontecer, não. Nesse ponto aqui falta agressividade.
Los is up gold for what feels like the first time this game.
Por parte dele, está dando espaço para Los. Para sair, o Ikawa ainda ia se movimentando para cá.
As Baron spawns too, and they've got control. Damn. And they've got Callista, so technically if those start this up, Furia can only push them off, they can't actually steal.
Callista has not gotten a kill yet. It doesn't feel great, but
It's okay.
they do have, you know, they've got 2 items.
It's just support things. Okay, Keeper's Verdict got used early there. Huh.
I know Kinseki's life has been saved many a time because Empty has the Fate's Call, like use the Black Spear on Kinseki. But how much better would it feel if you could just throw Jota Amez at the enemy team, or Randall,
Yeah.
instead of Ash?
Yeah.
I mean, props to Jota Amez though. He's been able to find flank angles more often than not. Either way, but I agree. If you could just stack it and allow Aatrox to actually get the sweet spot, it feels so much better. I guess the trade-offs, because if you do that, then Jota Amez is not going to be in position for flanks.
Yeah. No, and also Kinseki dies like 4 or 5 more times early game. Because they don't get pulled out of the world's worst position because Fate's Call. Yeah, I'm just, I get why they went with the double marksman to like punish the try and like, poke down and punish and outrange the Draven. But when I see a Kalista on my team, I don't want to have another Marks. I don't want to have a squishy with them. I want to put on someone like that's big and beefy and can create space, and I just whip them at the enemy team.
Yeah, or Renata.
Also valid. Yeah, because Kalista Renata just is kind of just a Thanos lane.
Yeah, and she's got enough CC that she can actually be thrown and still be almost as impactful as like a Nautilus or
Yeah, because if you drop her right in front of everyone, they can't all dodge the takeover.
Mais ou menos isso. É conseguir levar ali do lado. Exatamente. Deixa eu levantar aqui com licença, você que tá em casa, que eu desliguei meu monitor, eu sou uma pessoa inteligente. Agora, do outro lado, a gente já vê a movimentação. Voltam pra cima do Randall, estão tentando achar a eliminação.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't remember draft. Was there not a ban?
Don't recall.
Because I feel like it's really good here. It also would have...
Oh, Tavares, what the hell?
O Empty puxa de volta com o Sec, vai tentando tirar o seu suporte com vida. ViniSet tá estacado de lance em cima dele.
Tavares is a true magician.
Já pinga em cima do dragão ancião.
Levaram o Tavares, cara. Ele foi pouquinho mais pra frente demais. Vacilou no posicionamento.
Maybe Milio was still up, and so they didn't want to pick Renata and eat a Milio, but like Milio Draven doesn't feel that good.
No, I think they should have went for Ashe because Ashe is really strong.
That's fair. Oh no, I'm not. I guess I'm for personal reasons not a fan.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Totally biased take here. I'm not even trying to lie.
No, I think it's a valid take. Like and that's why like I question how good is Pyke really? Is it just a CBLOL special and therefore teams like struggling against it? Because it works so well into Ashe, but then we rarely see it in like any tier player.
The second that we see the carry up Pyke, it's over for the international community.
True.
You're getting Pyke in every solo queue game, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, low key. Dark Knight thing, yeah, Kalista into Tilia. Yeah, actually that's true too. Like that's really tough because once the Unraveled Earth comes out, you just don't get to play in that area anymore. That's a no zone.
The minions into the jungle.
Aqui na T2, o time da Fúria vai tentando achar o espaço. Eles não têm ainda os minions para poder chegar de novo nessa torre.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow going out.
O JMZ tem flash de
and it missed.
acaba não buscando ninguém. Tavares segura os minions aqui na parte do meio do mapa. E a Fúria com muita dificuldade agora de achar a luta que eles querem para aproveitar o ancião, que vai acabar em 1 minuto.
O consegue tentar uma flecha do Prey ali para tentar
pegar
o
even. It doesn't feel even.
No.
No fim não deu certo. E agora a Fúria, beleza, vai aproveitando, pô. Eles estão muito fortes e... Tá bom, lá vai a Thalia pra rota do meio. Tá bom.
Segurou o teleporte, né?
Exato.
Vai chegando por aqui ainda, fica na rota do meio. Ali o JMZ para segurar as movimentações da Fúria, que ainda não achou uma luta para poder tirar proveito desse ancião, porém, pegando as torres top, vão pegar também essa torre aqui na rota do meio nesse momento, se conseguirem colocá-la no chão. O Lô chega junto por ali, tentava trazer de volta o Ent, acaba não pegando aquela puxada ali no chão. Do outro lado, o Manel quase encantado pelo Tavares, que é obrigado a recuar nesse momento.
Like,
Kanseki stepped way too far forward trying to get a ward.
I could even want to blame this on comp.
Does Draven have Collector? Or was that just that much damage from ult?
Plus Elder.
Plus the stack that he hasn't cashed yet either.
Oh yeah, he probably hasn't cashed in a while. It's only got like 3 kills until that point.
Damn, just everything hitting at the same time, which is oof.
Yeah, we said it didn't feel even, and there it is. Like, nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, they were looking for that fight. They couldn't not fight with Elder.
Bom jogo da Fúria. Conseguiram
Yeah,
aqui uma vitória importante.
partially sure you can blame comp, but I think Los Grandes played well enough that it kind of wasn't comp at the end of it. They just
Eu sentia Los beleza jogando o mapa, tentando expandir, jogando pra cima, e da Fúria
I don't know what I would like to see them change.
I still like to see them change their comp.
No, yeah, I'm not huge in the double marksman bot. I think it left you a little too weak to ever play out of that.
I think you can if you ban the pike. Like, you just need to make sure that you're not blinding it when the pike and the scrank are open. Especially against Mano. And to be fair, like, they might not have known who they were playing up against, or might not have had as much time to get tape on them and whatnot. Okay, Furious laning, I'm actually not going to give them a 5 because I think they screwed up the top side of the map when they did what they did. So I'll still give them a 4 for credit to the bot lane. Their map movements are actually not terribly impressive. I'll give them a 4. They stacked a dragon, but it was kind of The team fighting was to me. I'll give them a 3. Like, it wasn't
I feel like Lolo buys them so many points in the map movement category for just having so many impactful long distance weavers walls.
Yeah, 100% actually. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, there was some good roams as well from Mano, but by and large, it did feel like they were pressing the game the way Red was in game 1.
Yeah, I agree. It would have you would have felt like, man, okay, we're already up 2-0 on the bot side. Like, we've Draven Pike. Pike should be everywhere on the map, being everyone's problem.
Yeah.
But the top side was far enough behind early that he kind of just had to keep being a problem bot side, which is boring.
Holy crap. I actually gave, I think, more points to Los Grandes? Did I actually end up giving them a high score? No, they ended up 0.5 points less than I gave Furia. Because literally it was a drop diff in terms of my final scoring. I actually think Los Grandes played this game better for the issues. Like I said, I think comp wasn't the reason why they lost because they played so well. They negated a lot of the early strength, and their top side got advantages that they shouldn't have gotten. But they just couldn't quite figure out a way to play come mid game. Yeah, Jota is 100% MVP for me in this game for flip side of Los Grandes. His Aatrox was like 60% of why they were in the game. The other 40% was like Randall. No, like 30 Randall, 10 Tavares. And the ball lane
just... want to give it to Furia.
I give it to Lolo, personally.
I like that.
I don't think Akari or Vinisechi deserves it, even though Vinisechi had some really good engages, but he also had some very awkward moments. Like, the one leading up to this, Vinisechi got picked over the wall at first and actually had to reset. Yeah, I think Lolo did the most macro-wise for me. I'm trying to think, do I give it to Mano? I feel like a lot of that's just literally getting the counter pick into a very, very favorable lane. And then outside of that...
No, yeah, I definitely give it to Lolo over Mano.
Quando você tem esse Draven muito forte na partida, o seu 5 ele é muito facilitado. E aí o time da Loz estava meio que fazendo aquele pick-peg em cima do Swift. Eles iam tentando jogar o mapa ali e fugindo do 5.
Yeah, I think... Okay, so the thing with draft issues a lot of times to me is like, that is a one game specific sort of thing. I expect that Los Grandes will have that patched for next game. And I think if they draft like a equivalent or even a slightly winning comp, they would actually be able to win this game.
Mas acho que a Fúria soube... E o Aikawa tava safe até demais, foi o que a gente falou, né? Soube não entregar essas vantagens, né? Soube...
Yeah, because individually they've had some pretty good moments.
Garantir uma vitória. E eu acho que o draft do segundo jogo deve mudar.
Randall MVP for you as always. Yeah. Darnett, I do appreciate Randall's gameplay very, very much, but how many times have I given him MVP, actually? I have not.
Dude, Lolo did over 1,000 DPM.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it wasn't my eyes fooling me then. Lolo actually outdamaged.
That guy just actually kind of went crazy on the sticks.
Almost 40k damage on a Talia? What are we doing?
Yeah, and like
and you said it, RMC, when Los Grandes took that lead briefly, you were like, I don't think they've had the lead so far this game, and they had not.
Yeah.
Dude, Empty was actually the support. He did less damage than fucking
Oh my goodness.
Like, less damage than the lethality Ash, whatever build that was. Like,
so rough, dude.
That sucks. Less damage. Oh, less damage than the tank Poppy. Oh no.
Not just any tank Poppy, Randall's Poppy.
Assim, fiquei muito entre justamente a Thalia e o
Oh,
Aikawa, mas
man.
no fim
That's
das
just
contas,
nuts.
acho que pra composição da Fúria dar certo, o Aikawa não podia errar. E
No shot!
o
Wow.
Hakari também é um cara
What?
muito importante pro jogo.
What did Hakari do?
De frente.
Tá tudo certo.
Okay,
Tá bem
guys,
por cima,
listen.
né?
I've been
Tá indo por tabela, tá tudo tranquilo.
we've been confused in the past, but
I
I've
think
been
the
willing to
announcers are
concede some
incredulous
certain
as
ones.
well.
Vamos ver no próximo jogo como que a
So
Ghost
are the casters
vai
not the one who
se
pick it?
adaptar e
I
picks it?
guess not.
conseguir emplacar um
Who
draft
picks
melhor,
it?
um draft talvez
This
mais
is
seguro,
rigged.
talvez não
Rigged,
ataque
I
uma
say.
tão cedo.
É, rapaziada, é o que eu tô falando, né? A gente tá vendo uma adaptação, eu acho que...
Man,
a partir do
that's
momento
just
que a gente
crazy
chega no patch
that
note,
Hakari got it.
hoje a gente tá no 14.5,
Like, I actually thought Hakari probably performed the worst in that last game.
He had some he had like one or two good picks
Yeah.
onto like Empty, but as we saw, Empty was not the impact player, so who cares?
Yeah. Dark Knight, you're really curious as to the reason, but you really should check this one out. That's fair.
É, acho que
I mean, I would assume that if they say anything for would tell us anyways, because he can actually understand what
Yeah,
they're
but
saying.
the volume's also kind of low, so it's like in and out.
Okay.
a vantagem não consegue snowballar tão forte.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
Joga o scaling.
Lembra? E aí a gente viu uma Tristana
What the-
bot passando
Like,
na
but,
cara.
the only reason I say this is because like they were,
Não, tudo bem.
it felt like they were kind of making jokes about it, and they were like chuckling about it, like as they were like, oh yeah, he was also someone that was very important in the game, and just kind of like just vague positive
there.
statements.
Yeah.
I know.
Olha, pô, a Fúria não soube fechar um jogo tão rápido.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. Yeah, that sounds like they didn't pick it then.
Segurar uma
'Cause
Orianna, né,
I mean, I have been on that end of like, I have, while working for CBLOL, randomly picked, not randomly, but picked an MVP who I felt to be able to properly justify after. But usually that's in the game where like everybody is doing really well,
Yeah.
or everybody did really badly.
E agora pra corrigir pra galera que tava em casa,
Oh,
relaxa.
wait, another one?
Oh, I think they were trolling.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They got
Even
me.
then,
Yeah, because that's what I said. They're like, for those of you that are going, what the fuck was that?
Us, all three of us.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay.
We
And
got
that's
caught.
hilarious that they did this.
That's really
this
funny.
is so funny.
Não podia falhar pra Fúria dar
Oh,
certo
man.
e ele acabou não falhando.
Tá aí, então, rapaziada, vocês que estão acompanhando com a gente
That
o
is
CBLOL
hilarious, that is
Academy,
actually
fica
hilarious.
tranquilo, MD3, o CBLOL
Okay.
Academy vai ali, mas ele volta.
Yeah, like I can see you giving it to Aikawa.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, like it's not my personal pick, but yeah, I think that's justifiable.
That's really funny.
1000 EPM to Leah though, man.
Yeah, literally anybody but Hikari. It's so funny that they're able to laugh at themselves like this.
Yeah.
Que a gente tanto ama, incluindo todos que também amam jogar. Fazer a diferença nesse game
I'm gonna reheat my dinner.
passa
One
pelas
sec.
nossas mãos.
E pelas mãos de todos que querem o melhor para essa comunidade.
Porque quando a gente abraça outros players, transformamos a nossa rede de apoio em
Yeah, I don't know what the Yone
comunidade
ban
que
was
se
either,
apoia
Dark Knight.
conjunto. E damos voz
Well,
a
actually,
quem tem
I think
poder
it.
de transformar nosso jogo.
É por isso que um
Like I think it's just more Jota Mez. I think Jota Mez has been like the big carry player for Los Grandes, so I kind of understand if you want to ban out like a hyper carry champ that he can actually carry two fights on. I don't think it necessitates a ban. Like I would actually think the Aatrox is scarier than the Yone, but you know, maybe the teams disagree, and I don't hate it. It's okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure there's a miscommunication between desk and production. I don't know, man. That's a pretty big miscommunication. And hey, if they're anything like our producer, Rose loves to troll us, so. And I am here for it.
Rewatching the Aatrox clip as I see it on our timeline, and all three of us have the same reaction to him, to Jota Mez, like just going in and just deleting someone, and just all three of us go, whoa!
Because it doesn't feel like he should, like, they got wiped. in
It
that
was
fight.
like, okay, he's going in, I guess, that's an idea, and then it just, there is no more opponents. They are all gone. Like, okay. Okay, I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
To keep going too. Like, there was an angle, there was a world. Okay, I kind of don't want to see another 2-0. So.
Small talk. Did you see the LJL has a new champion for the first time in 3.5 years?
Oh yeah, it honestly should have been done for a while, but it took Ebi coming home, I guess, to help them finally get over that line.
I'm quietly hoping someone dethrones Loud.
Oh, I am loudly hoping somebody dethrones Loud.
I just, if there's any, you know, loud executives that ever get a hold of this clip, I don't mean it personally. All right, you have a fun team. I like your team. Just for the competitive integrity of the league, I'd really like to see lots of different people winning.
Here's the thing, I don't really care. If, like, I don't want Loud to underperform. I want teams to beat Loud because I think Loud.
Yeah. No, definitely don't take it the wrong way. I don't want Loud to lose. If Loud is the best team, I want Loud to win. I want the best team to win. But I'd like to see a team be better and just beat Loud.
Yeah, like I don't think Loud is unbeatable. I think it's more of just a mental thing for a lot of teams. They just are struggling to perform in the grand finals. You know. Yeah, like they're beatable. They don't look invincible to me. They just look more clutch when it matters, ultimately. Dark Knight, you think until Croc leave, no one is winning this? No one else is winning this? I'm gonna be honest. Even after Croc leaves, I can still see a world where Loud keeps winning. Because I think there are some good junglers up now who could potentially fill the shoes of Croc. Actually, let me pull up a list of who the junglers are right now in CBLOL. Who do I think could fill his shoes? I think Aegis, potentially Samus, depending on how he grows through this split. Drake Hero could. You could take AC, honestly, actually. I know, like, I actually found it really weird that AC didn't end up on an Academy team or a CBLOL team. Because I think AC is really good. Like, AC would actually be a really good Croc replacement. I think his mechanics are there. It'll just be communication, but then it'll be... yeah, I was thinking about Yampy too, but I'm like, Yampy's in a really weird spot for me right now. Like, I don't think Loud needs a smart jungler. I think they need a hands jungler. So, Yampy to me is a smart jungler, but not a hands jungler. So, that's why I was like thinking about it, but I decided, nah, probably AC. Better. Or Drake Hero, if you can somehow get him to part with Liberty. Or get Liberty to part with him.
They have Outback Steakhouse in Brazil.
Wait, what?
I just saw a post from Coach CL that says Outback with the boys, and it's everybody giving thumbs up, and it doesn't look like any Outback Steakhouse I've seen, but unless there's a different restaurant in Brazil that is referred to as Outback.
I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in Brazil, I'm not eating Outback, man. Like, Brazil has good steak.
Like... That was... Oh, dude, so... That was my dad's biggest thing. We used to travel a lot, you know... Never, like, cross-country, because I was, never in the position that I was playing for, like, one of those top teams in soccer. But across the Midwest. Pretty far across the Midwest. And, we'd go to eat, and it upset him so much that we eventually developed. Our team was in some of our early years not very good, and when we finally started winning tournaments, it happened to be one time we were like, the Ohio State game is on, let's all go to B-dubs and watch the Ohio State game in between our two games.
What the?
And then we won that tournament. So then Aikawa said put me back on the Drave and I'm feeling it.
Wait, first of all, we are actually getting to see the draft this time, like as it's drafted instead of just the post-game draft, which is interesting.
True.
And second of all, why are we running it back as let's go? Okay, there we go. Oh, Ash got I was about to scream, why are we running this back as let's go?
There's nothing I saw last game that makes me go, yeah, blue won the Kalista. But I guess they did hear me and were like, yeah, put it with the Renata glass, please.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of crazy that they didn't ban Ashe and they first picked Kalista last game. Oh, did they first pick Ashe? I can't remember what the pick order was.
Não. Jogar Valorant é muito maneiro. É só mirar na cabeça.
I don't know, like, I feel like Kalista is not worth the...
Yeah, we just went back again, of course.
But the Pyke won't be as good into this lane as he was into the Devil Marksman lane. Because it's a lot more options for Renata to control him, and even if he hits an ult, Renata's W keeps someone alive if he's then stuck and can't re-ult. Then he'll die, and that person will come back. So the bailout could be a big tool here.
True. I still think it's a winning lane for Pyke, though. Like, it's gone from like a 70-30 lane to like a 55-45, 60-40 lane, depending on junglers. I do like the Talia deny away from Lolo, though. I think that was one of the things that got Furious bot lane snowballing, was that purple mid pressure.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, the Poppy ban against Randall. Let's go!
I think the Poppy ban just against anyone here makes sense. That was one of the weaknesses we talked about last game with Furious Comp, was they have a lot that Poppy does just shut down, and now there's no Poppy.
Yeah,
they could lock in their own Aatrox here.
It was the pick I liked best out of this draft last game. Oh, Dark Knight agrees with you, Bren. He doesn't like the Pyke into the Renata either.
I still think it's a fine lane to pick Pyke. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's still, like, I agree with RMC, but it's definitely... The Renata gives you a fighting chance, whereas the Ashe Kalista was doomed from the start. Ooh, okay, we're going Quay on our 4, and we're just insta-locking the Renekton, apparently.
I'm down for this. Like, last game, Jota Amez won the matchup against the Renekton, now he's picking the Renekton. I love seeing players do that, like when they win the matchup against it, then they pick the weak side of it.
This is how this matchup is played.
Yeah, I'm sure. I do kind of like it into Pyke as well, and Draven, because it's point and click stun, which then sets you up for a lot more damage. So I like Losgrandis' draft much better this game. I think the Renekton, the Sejuani, really solid front line. Now Pyke is going to struggle to actually...
Oh, are they actually going to do it?
Why not? That's what people used to do.
I feel like I haven't seen him in so long. I thought he... It's like Metro Man. He's gonna pop back up and win the game and be like, rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated.
They didn't actually nerf Cassante, did they?
No, like, people just kind of stopped playing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, then it makes sense. I mean, it's good, kind of, into Kalista as well, because Kalista's not the best at shredding, or not the fastest at shredding tanks. I still take her over Lucian for shredding tanks.
Tried a game with 4 enemy tanks, and there was like, I checked the match history, but it was like an Ezreal, SR-ADC, then no one else, there was no mages. So it was like all AD, and our like Ezreal is okay against tanks. There's worse. He's not Jhin, but. So I pivoted. I was gonna go Enchanter Seraphine. I went Landry Seraphine.
Good line.
Yeah, okay, because we had a Garen mid and a Malphite top.
I blame Insanity. I also blame Insanity for Elo helling B-Boy and costing us playoffs. You know, I think I'll give both teams support. I like both the drafts. I like Losgrandis a little bit more, but I think Furia has A better spread with Draven for early game and Hui for late. Yeah, I was for both, I think. Should just have should get 3.5 for Fury or 4.
I think both are a 4. I think that, like, the only thing that I'm like, oh, maybe on in their draft is genuinely Cassante, because it is just like the handshake with Renekton, and do you want to handshake the Renekton when the Renekton is Jotamez?
Yeah, I think you're fine with doing that. Like, Renekton doesn't scale incredibly well, even with the buffs he got to his late game. So, I think if you can just kind of shut him down, that's fine. And you needed just a unit in the top lane, so...
It's fair.
Other than that, what else are you going to pick that can kind of do the same thing? Maybe an Ornn, it's a bit harder.
Ornn's a support now.
True, yeah. I think he's a high winner.
Carrier played him. Carrier played him.
Yep. Oh, the level 1 is not working for Fury this time.
Wow, what a disaster.
It's because Los Grandes didn't take the level 1 like halfway down Furious lane this time.
What an absolute disaster.
I called it last game. Or my call for this game is that if Los Grandes get an equal or better draft, they win the game, and I think they did that. So. Yeah, they got into MT2, right? First blood? Or did it go somewhere else?
Yeah. MT got first blood.
Yeah, that's huge then.
No grupo A, lembrando para vocês, a Loud joga contra a Liberty, ambos tiveram vitórias em cima da INTZ, a Loud 2-0, a Liberty em cima do Fluxo por 2-1, Fluxo
Yeah,
contra a INTZ também.
It was so fast too. Empty's not missing anything, and they start with a long sword.
Oh yeah. I still think Draven Pyke should still be winning this lane, but at least they have to be a bit more careful about how they do it this time.
Yeah, now it's like a 57-43.
Get into Yeah, I think the experience advantage will also be massive. I don't remember how many people the experience is spread over, but if you can even hit 1 minion sooner, it gives you a lot more pressure. Because Pyke really needs to stun as well to follow up with the hook. The hook by itself is not enough to offer mini trades.
Oh.
Dessa certeza. E aqui na parte inferior, já o Aikawa e o Manel vão sendo zoneados. Level 2 chega cedo pro time da Luz.
Yeah, I think Pyke's hook by itself, probably the worst of the hooks.
Justamente para não dar essa vantagem de vida pro Empty e pro Consec. Eles não poderem fazer.
I guess after hitting, I don't like Thresh's hook because it takes forever to throw.
Lembrando que o Vinicete foi presente já desde cedo na.
That's right, and I'd argue that Thresh's hook is actually really strong because the CC duration is a bit longer on it.
That's what. So after it hits, Thresh's hook very good. Whereas Pyke's is like a worse blitzcrank once it hits.
Vai ter pouco mais para poder fazer essas trocas.
Yeah.
Uma coisa boa do Rui nesse jogo é que se a Fúria estiver estabilizada, não estiver muito atrás, a Loz vai ter uma dificuldade de range para chegar no.
Oh, we're ignoring the best hook in the game, which is Darius Apprehend.
Consegue parar
Are we though?
das entradas adversárias.
No, CBLOL isn't. The rest of the world.
I'd be happy to ignore it.
Jogo onde o Rui pode dominar.
Why does it feel like a lot of teams like highlight play, or a lot of CBLOL players, especially the rookies, their highlight play moment is coming up against Pain? Like,
you know why, right? Because Pain is the Toronto Maple Leafs of CBLOL.
True.
Every time it's like a
are they that
dude's
popular?
first game.
Toronto, that is. Toronto isn't that popular.
In the hockey world, they are. They're like one of the.
No, they're not.
They are.
No,
they have like the #1 most viewership, like all the time.
I'd take the Oilers over them. Well, obviously I have to take Canucks, but like.
But also, so like something that happens to the Leafs is anytime it's like a dude's like first game, like if it's just like his first NHL game, that dude is scoring. Like it's like a guarantee.
Wow, dude, this is really ugly.
Can they tank it?
Nah, that's fine.
You can't take that.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
This bot lane just got interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it got real
Crazy
close.
Randall, man. Why are you getting caught out there, bro?
I actually thought they were gonna win this first. Like, and I guess they thought they were gonna win it too. But Aikawa gets so many free autos there.
Good run from Lolo.
Yeah. And he's rewarded with the kill at the end of it too.
Yep.
Yeah, exceptional map movement from Lolo.
Acaba se colocando numa situação muito
Tower shot. Oh,
né? O de tentar ainda pressionar, confiaram demais na força da Kalista.
Cassante getting proxied. I love to see it.
Não podia ficar ali com
I don't know, I think an unholy glee somehow whenever I see an Udyr or Renekton proxying Cassante.
What?
I take an unholy glee in watching Cassante get proxied by Renekton or Udyr. Jared, what did you expect? There was a tree in the Kalista ball. Like, of course we're gonna see an action ball. I actually need to refill my water. I just didn't want to leave till after. It's after this game because I thought it was gonna be kind of spicy to start.
I'm gonna refill my water. 1 second.
Okay, and the moment 4x4 leaves, we're gonna see a fight in the bot lane immediately. Oh, Randall's actually down there.
Actually, unironically.
I was kind of kidding.
The exact second he leaves, and this time Tavares is on the roam before Lolo, but Lolo's still following. Lolo's in the river.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting too because Talia has map prio with Weaver's Wall, so she physically gets to places.
That Weaver's Wall was not as good as Lolo's Weaver's Walls were.
To be fair, it's also level 1 Weaver's Wall, so the range is slightly shorter. Lolo, on the other hand, Hui will get somewhat prio because he's got super long range, right? So he can chip in and help out as well from quite far away. It's not going to be quite as good as Weaver's Wall, but then it also means he gets back to lane faster, so trade-offs. And for Furia, you only need that little bit extra to tip things in your favor.
Aikawa murdered Kanseki in cold blood.
It's not even close. The Rectrix has already been completed as well, so... I can't remember who called that item. I don't know. I don't even know what Rectrix mean, but somebody called it a rectum once, and now I can't get that name in my head. That's why I remember the name of it. It's like you rarely see the item. Nobody talks about it.
Rectrix is a large feather in a bird's tail used for steering in flight.
Okay, good. When you just started the words "a large," I was getting worried.
This large hole at the rear of the human body. Because someone called it a rectum.
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
I don't judge the size. It can be a small one. We're fine. This is what happens with 4x4s and unit monitors.
4x4's been gone for a minute and we started talking about buttholes. Retrices is the plural noun. It's used in ornithology to talk about bird feathers. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
they're used for directional control. How did anyone on the dev team know that?
Well, I guess there was a...
There's a bird watcher on the dev team.
Yeah. Dark Knight, so much stuff happening at the same time. Academy playoffs, LA playoffs, and Shifty's broadcast with the VK SEO. Oh, nice. They're doing another podcast in the CEO. Hell yeah. I actually really like it when they do those interviews because it's very interesting to learn what the orgs are looking or thinking when they're in the off season. Like the fact that GateStar's got Coach CL, I'm sure that's going to be a very interesting one. And then you contrast that with say like INTC's CEO, who was like, "Whoops, we forgot to get sponsorship."
Let's do CEO interviews with the most and least popular org owners.
Yeah, I want the Pain org.
Ooh.
Oh.
So good.
He dies here. Yep.
Goodbye, Empty.
Yeah, Empty is not
weirdly enough,
players.
despite the level 1 being in the other team's favor, Aikawa is stronger this game.
Yeah, because I think Los Grandes last game was playing safe, which you need to do against a Draven, and then this game they got baited by thinking, oh, we have an extra longsword in pocket. Turns out axe beats sword.
1580 is gonna win us lane automatically.
I mean, to be fair, it did do a lot of damage, and the first fight was really, really close. But after that, no. Like, Aikawa got 2 kills in pocket. You just can't fight anymore.
Absolutely, the advantage has gone completely away.
Yeah.
Vinisechi's hitting everybody with the Magic Storms. 100% KP.
Sure. Yeah. Vinisechi's having a much better game this time.
Like, look at this shit.
Each
auto like, from Vinisechi just, it hits so goddamn hard. Takes like an eighth of your health with each auto. It's crazy.
It's so good because correct me if I'm wrong, not only does Rel get those resistances, she sunders them off of the person she hits. So you are weaker every time she hits you up to a certain point. Which makes everyone else hit you harder.
I'm gonna check. I'm curious about that. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. Can confirm it's senders. Or there's a different term for it. I forget what it's called. But yeah. Basically, it reduces.
It might just say it steals the resistances or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, see what Riot's official wording is on her passive. Yes, Rel's attacks and abilities steal armor magic resist on hit.
Até o momento o Vini 7 tá sendo destaque, cara. Tá jogando muito bem nas iniciações. Aí ela tá pegando os abates, mas aqui é o caso do criador realmente sendo cara muito.
Wow, Jota Miss is dominating up here. This Cassante pick was not a counter.
No.
Guys, I think MVP for game 2 might be Hakari.
Então, vamos ver se nesse jogo eles conseguem manter, porque de novo com uma vantagem enorme.
Olha, o Lolo joga muito nessa parte lateral ali da rota, como vocês estavam vendo, para poder deixar o Tavares escolher para onde que ele tem que gastar a skill.
Well, what's gonna happen is like Kawa's gonna go insane this game, and then they'll give MVP to Lolo for the vibes, yeah.
I mean, I do see a world in which Lolo ends up becoming the MVP this game, to be fair. It involves Aikawa not ending the game in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hui does disgusting things. Like, he scales so incredibly well. His damage scales really so well.
You have 100% kill participation on your jungler. You also have 100% kill participation on your ADC.
On your Draven, no less.
The League of Draven.
Sorry. Oh, that one escaped.
I go like League of Draven. He's like, it's fine. 4-4 just wanted to give representation to Los Grandes' bot lane as well.
Yeah. What do you think of their performance this game? Not bad, dude.
Belch.
We should get that as like a soundboard thing.
No, do not put that. Not for the main broadcast, please.
Oh, let me just clip that just in case.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna once you get like enough people or whatever, you get like enough.
It's fine. 4-4 just wanted to give representation.
A Discord, you get like you can just put a soundboard in it.
Yeah.
And 4x4 Belch is gonna be on the soundboard. It's happening.
Costream, hear my name and no.
Something about they see how they run like baby armadillos. Bro, around when he came out, there was a patch where that voice line, specifically that voice line, I don't know if it was just like somehow it was just me that was bugged, but every game that there was a Cassante, look how they run like baby armadillos. That line was global. I would hear it no matter where I or Cassante was on the map.
That's beautiful.
Honestly, I could get behind that. Out of all the things to hear globally,
yeah,
I'm okay with that one. Or his damage.
And so you have 100% kill participation. I just now I hate Cassante.
Found the Belch.
I heard it again through your mic, and it made me laugh again.
There we go.
I'm an actual child.
Dude, look. I am almost 27 years old. I'm turning 27 in less than a week. And burps and farts have never stopped being funny.
God, I hope they never stop being funny. I want my life always laughing at burps.
Just wait till 55. When your rectric starts to loosen, it won't be as funny anymore.
Yeah, 4x4, while you were gone, we had a discussion about what Rectrix was, and it's a
Rectrix?
It's a bird's. Yeah. Why is it called Rectrix?
What the fuck is a okay.
The item in game. Why is it named that? And it's because it's the name for the large feathers on a bird's tail that allow them to steer during flight.
That still doesn't answer the question why, but basically what happened during that conversation was that I told Bren that early on, like in the season when they announced the changes, I can't remember who I was talking to, and they're like, they called it a rectum instead of a rectrix, and
Hell
that's
yeah.
always stuck in my head, which is why I remember the word rectrix. Like nobody ever talks about the item; it's just a mini lethality item, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just remember it now because I can't remember who called it a rectum
funny.
once. Yeah. Dark Knight Kirsten, why Los don't just camp Hakari and make his life hell? Because it doesn't matter. You can camp Cassandra all you want, and it does not change anything. So,
Yeah, late game, like he doesn't have to actually win the fight. He just has to kidnap whoever on your team is best, and then let Aikawa beat you to death.
yeah, that's it. I actually don't think it'd be the worst thing to camp Hakari because they're not able to punish Aikawa anyway. So, like right now, Los just haven't done anything. It feels like. Or they've not achieved anything, I should say. Not say they've not done anything.
Damn, they put my boy on Black Cleaver duty. Feels bad.
Yeah. Especially when Jota was like the main carry last game.
Oh.
It's not about the draft, it's about the game plan. Jota is clearly better. Sure, but like 4-4 just pointed out, he's on Black Cleaver duty. This is not going to be like the carry Renekton, so.
Whether it should or shouldn't be, I don't know. I think that's a different question.
This feels really shit. I think it might be to your point, Dark Knight. Like, why is he on Black Cleaver duty? Especially when it's shown that like your Kalista lane, it's really fucking difficult to play this lane right now. Let alone in the late game, you're gonna get outranged by literally everybody.
Oh, I am waiting so. Oh man.
I'm just confused on why they decided. Yeah, we need to blue one Kalista, man.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Oh.
Yeah, I still don't think Kalista's that strong right now, even though I know she had some good performances this last weekend. But speaking of which, there's this line I'm waiting for. Like, you know, like everybody and their mothers, right? I am literally just waiting for a Smolder game where I can use that line.
Everyone and their mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, like someone just gets absolutely dogpiled. It's like everyone and their mother killed that guy.
Yeah, because you're talking about outranging, right? And I was just thinking, like, yeah, Smolder could use that line. Like, everybody and their mother could outrange so it's.
Everyone and their mother outranges Smolder.
Everyone and their mother outranges Smolder, but Smolder's mother outranges you.
What is this, Russia?
Yeah, exactly.
In Mother Russia.
In communist Russia.
True, hey, it's the right Sejuani skin for it.
Oh. Wow. Comrade Sejuani skin. That's so funny.
Okay, there you go, Dark Knight. You're getting your wish. They are camping Hakari. I don't know if it's the right call, but they're doing it. Yeah, I feel like Cassante is just 2-item full build. Kinnick Rooker and Crossfire Gauntlet, and then you're kind of done. Anything after that's just icing on the cake. To be fair, Los Grandes has slowed down the pace of the game, and Aikawa has not gotten a single kill outside of the nading phase just yet.
They haven't gotten a kill at all since then.
True.
It's good on Los Grandes because they needed to. If they kept playing at that pace, it was just only benefiting Furia. The game would have been over at like 23 minutes. It would have literally looked like the Furia time attack game from last split.
Yeah. I don't know if waiting will help them though. Their comp doesn't scale well. Like Draven falls off, but so does Kalista, and Hui will outscale Talia.
Excuse me. Oh.
That was a good one.
Okay, they call Lolo.
Okay.
Flash up, throwing despair.
Okay, Aikawa, I see you in this game.
You know, people, you know, we live in a heliocentric system. Some people want to argue that it's a geocentric system. I think it's a Draven-centric system.
True.
All things orbit around Draven.
Sure. This is Brazil after all. Like I said, I'm just disappointed we don't see more Draven in CBLOL, man. That was one of the things that attracted me to Brazil back in Season 3. BRTT on Draven. Never forget. Man, if they ever have like region-specific skins, I feel like BRTT Draven would sell a ton in Brazil.
Bro, dude, Valorant is printing money with those bundles, man. League's gotta get in on that.
Yeah.
Like the esports bundles or whatever.
Yeah, I bought the shit out of a few of those bundles, man. They're so clean. I don't even play Val that much, but I bought those things immediately. I have a loud gun buddy on all my shit now.
I don't really understand the logic of like why the League team doesn't have, like, they did emotes for it for like people who went to international events. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure they've got a reason, but I don't know what it is.
I guess for my closest guess outside looking in is that Valorant, like, everyone has access to the same like 18 or so weapons, versus you'd have to decide like which of the 170 champs.
Wait, how did Randall catch Aikawa? That was cracked. Holy crap. That was actually huge. Yeah. Dark Knight, the engine is not replacing Mikao anytime soon. Despite the game this last weekend, Mikao is still really, really scary on these skilling champions right now. And Leandrin's Draven, honestly, has not looked as good as Aikawa's Draven so far. Leandrin only got it once, I think, right? Or twice? Once?
That was a filthy ult. That drift ult from Randall, holy smokes.
Yep. Somehow landing perfectly, too, on Aikawa.
Good wall as well.
But what do they get for that particular play? Kudos in CBLOL English.
Kill gold.
True, actually.
They didn't really turn it into anything else.
Wait, who got it? Because it's a massive bounty, right? Was it Tavares? Please tell me it's not Konseki.
That would be their luck. That the big bounty goes on to Konseki.
Remember your message, Mikao. Days are numbered, Dark Knight.
Damn. Discord messages with threatening auras, dude.
Twitch chatters with threatening orders. 08 Dark Knight.
I don't know. I'm actually really happy for Mikao that he's regaining form, because I don't like it when legacy players like Mikao, Tay, these sort of players like play badly. It just feels bad, you know?
Yeah. I was like watching Michael Jordan on the Wizards. Just like, good God.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Yeah, it hurts to watch a legend age ungracefully.
Yeah.
Even Kobe, in his last few years, it was very clear that after the injuries as well, he just wasn't the same dude.
Can I just say, I watch way too much League, because when you said Kobe, the first thought in my head was what happened to Caster Kobe.
Caster! Like, he's still a good caster, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like, bro, what? Like, the end of his career as a player was a long time ago.
He sprained his larynx.
Jeez, I accidentally clicked fucking Gartic phone. It scared the shit out of me.
I heard the noise. I'm like,
oh man.
You know what? Yeah, no, I'm down to play some Gartic phone.
Scared. That startled me so bad, dude.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, Konseki is so
Konseki's dead too.
Yeah.
Wait,
how did MT and Konseki get so split up in the first place from the rest of the team?
Where are they over there?
You want me to rewind it, MC?
No, that's fine. They'll probably give a replay. If not, I'd prefer a Gartic phone replay of the moment.
Yeah, can you draw it for us, please?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, did you actually catch what happened for? If you can, you can just describe it.
No, I didn't, because I was like putting Gartic phone back in its box. I like out of the corner of my eye I saw it. I think it was maybe Menel just got a little hooky boy and then
Randall just sat there just eating power shots, not really contributing otherwise.
Oh, we're not gonna replay. Holy shit.
Gee, this is why were they so far up? I don't get this.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I look at the rest of Los and I'm just like, brothers in the bot lane? Why are we so lost?
I don't know.
Yeah, MT and Konseki are not having a good series, unfortunately. This Los Grandes team has felt all split long, like it's the Jota Miz show, with Randall opening the games or opening the show for him. Tavares at least has stepped up in this series, but yeah. 4.8k gold difference in the bot lane.
Yeah, it's literally the entire gold lead. More
than the goalie, yeah.
Yeah, it's more than the team gold lead.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Maybe Dark Knight, but Randall at least usually he's net positive. Usually, I mean, there are some pretty bad throws, but it's net positive generally. Whereas this bot lane has just been gross negative, like in both meanings of the word gross. Oh, Jota misses another amazing flank.
Oh, good hostile takeover.
That's sexy.
Really strong hostile takeover there.
Jota Miz and Randall do not want to lose this game.
No.
They are trying so damn hard right now. And Tavares, I should say, as well. I'm fairly leaving out in that series. Wait, is this a replay? Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Something happened.
Yeah, something freaked out with the graphic.
Okay,
The
yeah.
graphic.
There we go.
Okay. I got confused for a second because like, wait, but that looks like real time. And that like, yeah. Oh, the cutoff from Tavares on Manol and Hakari was actually huge.
That was kind of like just good ults from everyone.
Yeah.
Oof, negative 2,000 Baron power play. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Trigo got benched on all nights. That sucks. Oh, Trigo, my boy.
You know what? I'm willing to go out and say even this much. I don't think Trigo has ever been the problem. He's not always been the answer, but I don't think he's ever been the problem. Yo, Kobe, how you doing? Yo, are you doing okay? I heard that recently, or not recently, but towards the end of your career, you're doing kind of rough there. So Kobe, if you weren't here, they were talking about Kobe Bryant, and yeah.
We weren't sure after the injuries.
2 ACL injuries later. Look, can't blame anyone for the little drop in performance.
That's fine. Kobe found a good job as a manager. So. This Kobe, not the other one. No respect. No disrespect to the other Kobe. Wait, there was a meme about like something about his legacy or something, right? Like what was going on with that?
What?
Wasn't there like?
Oh, because so Caitlin Clark took a photo of her like recreating the iconic photo of Kobe crying after winning the finals. But for those of you that don't know, Kobe was crying because his parents didn't approve of him either dating or marrying his spouse, and so they refused to attend the NBA finals, so they didn't see any of the games that he won. And so like he was legitimately in tears after the finals, and Caitlin Clark like recreated that photo, and it's a bit tasteless.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw the memes, so I didn't know what was going on. I don't really follow NBA much. So.
Yeah, I guess you'll give her the benefit of the doubt for ignorance, but still, yeah.
Not a great look.
No.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Consecutive.
Consecutive plays caught out.
You're just a lonely little guy. You cannot be anywhere on the same screen as Manel. Like
Ooh, Akawa with the Sundered Sky? Interesting.
Bro.
Oh, what the?
Actually, Manel has like double the vision score of Consecutive. He's got nearly 170 vision score.
Yeah, Umbral Glaive will help with that.
Umbral Glaive Pike, man.
Aikawa will help with that. Indeed. Rectrix certainly helps with lots of things.
True.
No shit.
Saki!
How many times do you have to get saved from Pike, man?
I don't. Oh, the rolling death almost tagged him anyways.
Yeah, flash away Tavares.
Damn, dude.
Nice.
Exactly. How many times do they have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Real talk for a second though, like Konseki getting caught out repeatedly like that, it's actually costing Los Grandes the series.
Yeah.
Because right now, if Randall walks forward, we've seen how much it takes to kill Randall. Like Akari has to use the hijack pretty much, or all out. Sorry, hijack is technically status is out, but yeah. Okay.
Nice wall.
Where's the follow up? Where's the follow up? Randall's buying so much time. It's so close!
They still have so much health on Manel and Lolo, like they can just keep walking forward.
No. Is this a reset city?
Get him.
It's reset.
Get him!
It's reset time.
Quadra!
He's in the bot side. Go get him, Manel.
Joe's in the message like, nope!
I'm snitching. Go get him.
Wow.
Well, we found out what didn't kill the dinosaurs.
Brazil just breeds Pike players, I guess.
Yeah, and Draven players apparently. Like,
yes, Kobe, this is tier 2 for CBLOL.
yeah. Are you not entertained, Kobe? Better than lit.
They're trying so hard. Like, it's still alive. Get the penta. It's still alive. Get the penta.
Lolo just noped. Okay, so interesting question now. Who is MVP for Fury in this game? Because Aikawa popped up really hard early, and I was going to give it to him, but then he vanished for the last like 10-15 minutes.
I still think it's Aikawa.
Prepping for tier 2 Americas? Hell yeah, Kobe. Been prepping since last year, man. Aikawa? Everybody's still for Aikawa? Okay, okay.
I don't know who I'd give it to instead.
True. I don't think Lolo got it this time. But Mano gets Quadra, but it wasn't really his work, to be fair.
That's it.
Yeah,
he has Quadra because he's Pike.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair. I think Aikawa by... Yeah. I was thinking Vinisechi as well. I thought Vinisechi was really good.
Yeah.
Only team you screw from other regions is Astral? Wait, the LLA team or their academy team? Because if it's the academy team, yeah, okay, I was gonna say if it's the academy team, I don't think it's worth it. I think even the tier 1. I'm actually curious. Hey, how is Supernova's record against LLA against Astral? Because would it be BM for me to say that I think y'all could win? It's pretty even? Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, better than most NACL teams. Okay. Yeah, I think I have a like, really bad sense of like skill level for LOA because it gets
It's always hard to tell across region and like into like tier 2, tier 3. And I feel like that makes sense though. Again, knowing not a ton about LLA, like that's kind of if you had to ask me where would you peg the level of like an LLA team or a CBLOL team. I mean, I would put CBLOL teams above LLA teams, but like 100%. Yeah, I would say like okay, Astral like I mean they might be dog shit this year. I don't actually know, but like a solid.
Yeah, the best performing team this year. Actually, now that I think about it, it used to be R7, but Astral was beating R7 right now. So okay, actually, so to be fair,
yes, like a number 1. Yeah, like a number 1 LLA team would be like okay, they are probably a better than all but or better than like 1 or 2 LCS teams, right? And then better than some better than most NACL teams. I feel like that makes sense, right? If you stretched out LCS and NACL to be like a 16-team league, right? I'd put them like middle of the pack.
Yeah, that's good.
Jogou legal. Chegou, fez o seu.
Again, this is
E mais uma vez.
broad
Yeah,
spectrum.
it's stretched out,
Muito
yes.
bem, tá lá.
Yeah, it's stretched out, yes.
All right, here's the numbers.
Okay. See, Cassante did Cassante things. It doesn't matter how much you try and shut down the Cassante. If you just don't end the game around him, he does.
That's a CBLOL gold graph if I've ever seen one.
True. Damn, they kept fighting back. Yeah, props to Los Grandes for being scrappy. I think there's still mechanical issues. Like, that last fight too, I want to highlight the fact that Konseki didn't get caught and it was actually really, really close. Like, Randall ate so much damage in initiating that, yeah. I really do think that there were issues in the bot lane, which, by the way, this is not normal for them either. Like, okay, yeah. The Vinisechi was the other one I was thinking of, actually, instead of Aikawa. So, understandable. I think he had some really good engages, good catches. But, yeah, I'm okay with Aikawa or Vinisechi. I think they both deserved it. Furious laning to me was decent. Yeah, the profile pics for the Academy players are awesome. Like, CBLOL was good, and then I started watching Academy, and I'm like, yes! And I was like, Academy actually better.
Eu achei que você ia fazer fusão. Não? Ah, então tá bom. Ai, rapaziada, tá aí. Olha, que joguinho que a gente teve, viu?
Yeah, Los Grandes' laning, besides the bot lane, honestly, was actually...
It was pretty good both games. The bot lane was just... And I genuinely can't tell if that is manufactured because they just all in on this Callista idea that clearly they just cannot execute.
Yeah.
Or that they cannot execute against another early game comp, right? Maybe they can execute it against like a more standard composition, but like you got rolled both games when you picked you tried to pick the Callista into the Draven, so like let's not do that anymore.
Yeah, I think Callista in isolation is fine, and the question is just how many teams run Draven, right? Because normally the counter to Callista is another sort of early game champion, if you want to counter her and not just like outscale her. And for most teams that means Lucian. If Lucian's bad, then Callista's pretty free, and very few can match her early game. Jhin can't do it because you just run him down. I've seen Misfortune being used as a potential answer, but again, how many teams are actually running that, right? So I think it's a really bad matchup specifically into Fuxu's bot lane. Furious bot lane just was a horrific matchup, unfortunately, for Los Grandes. But yeah, it is what it is, and if you want to be the best, and it kind of doesn't matter whatever the hell you run into, you have to be able to handle it. And today, Lewis was not able to do that. Yeah, but also huge props to Furia for being able to run this squad that's like...
Yeah, pretty patchwork squad, just considering what you said. Only one of them started the split.
Yeah. Okay, but that's the games for today. This is actually shorter than the regular season, and I'm actually kind of okay with that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The regular season, I'm actually pretty tired by the end of it.
Yeah.
6 games, but this one's...
Alright, so tomorrow, Loud Liberty. And then Red Furia.
Okay. Red Furia. Alright, that's
should be fun. Yeah, and then the winners of those two qualify for top 8. Losers go down to face the winners of the losers bracket. Good old GSL.
Yeah, I actually really like this GSL format. I was very happy when North America started using it, and now that like CBLOL is too, super happy. It helps that both series were Storm's Dark Knight. Kind of true. Like I really hope for a series between the two teams, because we had one yesterday, which I did get to watch. Cough, cough. Yeah. But to be fair, I think the second series was better. Like it was closer today. It wasn't like a completely one-sided like blowout. There were moments. There were hope. That was hope. So.
That's the hope kills you.
Yeah. What am I doing? Okay.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Dark Knight, good to see you as always. Ow. And yeah, we'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Might have to take a little break in the middle, but should be back for for at least some of the games. Probably start it and stop it, honestly, but we'll see. Again, we will cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, much like Furious Draft. Oh, sorry,
Yes.
I was trying to say Draft. Other side.
Yes. All right. GG's, everybody. Doodles. Bye, Dark Knight.
Peace.